Well, good thing I didn't say much because I didn't realize you couldn't hear me. You know what? It's a good thing I have this little Roxas PNG tuber because if I didn't, I think that's a good indicator of if I'm muted or not. Anyways, what I was saying was Jax in the TikTok chat was the first person to type today. YouTube got a nice little second place. TikTok's been so fast lately, bro. They've been instant. I mean, yesterday's stream was probably the most active I think I've seen my TikTok chat. I think the second most active I've seen it was probably during I'm trying to think. Probably when we first started our Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts 4 mod playthrough. But I also said this is kind of an after hour stream in disguise a little bit. Sorry for it being so late. I mean, okay. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. I'm saying sorry to myself, even though I didn't make any official announcement. This is technically earlier than when I normally start the after hours. We start the after hours sometimes closer to 10:30 or 11 or 11:30. Last night I think it was past 12. So we're kind of early. We've regressed so far that this is considered early for me now. what a time, right? How do I put repeat on this? There we go. What a time, right? But I actually wanted to start the stream at 7 today. But I gotta be honest, chat, and maybe this is coinciding with the check-in thing I'm doing today. I mean, I was contemplating playing Days, but I don't know what was up with me, chat. I don't know what was up with me today. Maybe I'm doing 20 after-hour streams. Maybe that's what's it. Maybe I'm starting these streams a little too late and going to bed a little too late, because even though I ended the after hours last night around 3, which, you know what happens, I try to end them around like 2 or 3 a.m. Sometimes a little later if I'm feeling up to it, but try to end them around that time. But I stayed up an extra 2 hours. I mean, I got some work done, I got some chores done, but I didn't go to bed last night till 5, close to 6 a.m. and I didn't wake up until around noon. Not the greatest. I don't like that. I'm not a fan. Usually, even when I do the after hours, I just kind of force myself to wake up at a certain time. But maybe it's that, or maybe it's other stuff. But I don't know. I was just feeling like so like down today. It's weird, and I tried to, when I'm feeling that way, because it's not a usual feeling for me. Like I'm usually hard head, and I try to stay strong-willed, I guess. But I was just feeling super down, and like, I don't know, maybe it was anxiety. I think I just had a lot of anxiety today, so I kind of took a big step away from the PC for most of the day, and I was about to click the start streaming button. I was sitting here around 7 p.m. about to start stream. I was thinking like, okay, I was so like overwhelmed and thinking about all the things I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, do I do an after hours? Do I do a really early after hours stream so I can stream longer tonight? So I can stream from like 7 to 12 and it'll still be like, you know, a 5 hour stream. Or do I do a Days playthrough and start Days today? Or do I do this? Do I just talk with chat? But I'm thinking to myself, what if no one shows up? What if like I'm just sitting there awkwardly talking to myself and I end up doing rando anyway? So should I just do a rando so that at least while I'm chatting, I don't know. I'm just overthinking today, and I was just like, I don't know. I just felt very odd. I just felt really weird. So what I did was to deal with that. I'm feeling way better right now, but this has been just a thing today. I was talking with Putty Apple about it earlier. And she's been very nice today, but it's like she's always great. But I don't know. I just to be honest, I just did some cardio, went to the gym, and I just soaked in a bath. So, and the anxiety kind of just like went off. So that was a nice thing to deal with that. Watching Project on both YouTube and TikTok. Yo, let's go. What's good, Andy? On TikTok and YouTube. Yo, what's good, Deal Lombardo? Hi, Sonic. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Blue Sniper. It's been 7 years since. I don't like that this thing. Can I just full screen it? that work? Okay. Anyways, Crimson Desert will cure your anxiety. I actually am interested in that game. We just start? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. What's good, Patriot? So, there's no general like goal today. I'll be real. This is vibes talking. I again probably will play rando in a little bit. This is a after hour stream kind of in disguise, but that's a little community check-in. You know, we're all we have a lot of the normal people in chat, but how you guys doing? How are you guys hanging? What's going on? You are drunk? I recommend drinking some water. You know, I've noticed since I have been doing the late night after hours a lot more, I have noticed a more than it used to, at least. Like, I'm sure it's happened before. I'm sure it's happened without people telling me, but I've noticed a lot more people coming into the stream either high, drunk, on edibles, whatever. You know, I have noticed that because you guys tend to tell me at night for whatever reason. Anyways, I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good night. Stay safe. If you hear squeaking, that is my chair. I might need to get a new little office chair. I have like a cheap $20 one because I don't need no expensive gamer chair. I do kind of want one again, but I don't need it. It's not a necessity. Yo, Phoenix, what's poppin'? What's good? Finished RE9 last night, which I liked a lot. Good to be a fan of a franchise with somewhat consistent releases. I wonder what that's like. I mean, we used to know what that was like. We just haven't. It's been a little rough recently, but Kingdom Hearts fans were like that in the 2000s, 2010s, but now we're on the latter half of it, so it be how it be. Yeah, everyone's been saying RE9 is so good. Like, I've seen so many people put it up there as one of their favorite games. And I've also seen people put it up there as one of the best RE games, period. Wait, what is this from? Have you not seen this, Nazia? This is Kingdom Hearts 4. This is a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. What's on screen right now? Yo, that's pretty hype, Sky After Fall. That's pretty sick, I actually, you know, it's funny. The only platinum that I have is from Melody of Memory. You had no idea KH4 existed, Nausea? That's crazy. I mean, to be fair, for the TikTok crowd or like people who just aren't on YouTube, I don't know how much people are talking about Kingdom Hearts 4 on these other platforms. I feel like TikTok, Instagram, basically any platform that isn't YouTube, Twitter, in regards to Kingdom Hearts, is usually a lot of nostalgia debate, which is like, it's good nostalgia debate, but it's a lot of nostalgia debate content. So like, it's a lot of yo, I love this thing in KH1 or KH2 or Days or Birth by Sleep, or hey, remember when this happened? Or it's about general vibes for Kingdom Hearts rather than even about like specific things itself. So, which I love that. Does anyone trust Disney with Kingdom Hearts? Yesn't? Because, okay, like, do you guys think it's Disney for why they're taking so long, or do you think it's like the multiple things that have been going on at Square Enix this entire decade? The restructure, the cancellations of games, them releasing financial reports with kind of like very little plans, the investor reports and stuff like what you guys think it's you guys think it's Disney? It could be Disney, but I think it's Square, because at the end of the day, right, let's say you're licensing a game out to someone, which I think Disney does not care that much about Cage. I don't think they're investing a lot of money in Cage. I think most of the money they're investing in Cage, I don't know. I actually don't know. I really wonder what Square Enix's and Disney's finances are for a collaboration project like this. We'll probably never know, but are there any other Japanese companies that do collaborations in this sense? I don't know if there's another game where they're collaborating with like an American company long term like this. Because I can't think, like, Capcom's the only other company that comes to mind for like long-term collaborations in this way. Maybe like other big publishers, maybe like Nintendo or something. I wonder what the split is on that, because usually for games like that, like if Nintendo wants a Nintendo exclusive title from, let's say, Platinum Games, are they're probably commissioning? It's probably like a commission thing, right? Or maybe it is just a collab, and maybe the developers do get most of the money, but they get like rights and a percentage. Like, I really wonder how those deals are. Like, I've always wondered for years and years. What is that split? Because I think that split would kind of say a lot about the dynamic. Regardless of what the split is, though, this is a game, a project that people are probably passionate about. So I wonder. I think if Nomura is taking his time, and unless Disney, I doubt Disney hates Cage enough, or they see Cage as some liability. I think whether Kingdom Hearts is successful or whether it's not successful, I don't think it really does much for Disney. Does that make any sense? I know it might sound weird, but I don't think it does that much for Disney. Because like if it fails, I don't really think it harms them. But if it's successful, then maybe maybe at best it makes some Kingdom Hearts or gaming fans more interested in a movie that's coming up. Like I don't know if Disney cares enough. So I think if they really want to take their time with Kingdom Hearts titles, they probably just can. But I think on Square Enix's end, Square Enix obviously wants to reach quarterly budgets. They want to reach quarterly budgets. They want to reach deadlines, because if they can't go like 2-3 years without releasing like something. You know what I mean? They've been kind of taking the brunt past 2 years. Uh, they made a profit, I think, recently, but of course they made a profit because let's be honest, they kind of they fired a lot of people, and they probably made a lot of good adjustments as well in terms of like their approach to developing and just overall money spending, because that seems to be a big thing that Square Enix was doing for years, just overspending on a lot of stuff and not being smart about how they went about their business. Kingdom Hearts is a merch brand at this point. I always see tons of merch. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts has so much merch. And all the merch is licensed by Disney. Like, at least 90% of it is. Like, the majority of it even is pretty much all licensed by Disney. So it's fascinating for sure. Do you guys hear the music, by the way? And do you vibe with the music? I just have random Animal Crossing music on Spotify, but I don't know if, like... I don't know. Let's have late night vibe music on. The multi-platform initiative also probably has been helping Square make a solid profit. Yeah, definitely. One advantage Kingdom Hearts has over Square Enix projects is it's not live service, it's just copies sold. I mean, yeah. But Square Enix, most of Square Enix's stuff isn't live service, though. Like, aside from FF14, and there's some mobile games for sure, right? But Square, I don't think Square's aside from 14, I don't think Square's market was ever supposed to even be live service. It always should have just been single player games. Legitimately, and I've been thinking this heavily over the past year. Capcom, because I vividly remember, and I was talking to like a lot of fans and talking to a lot of just friends as well when Street Fighter V came out, and when Street Fighter V was in its like glory days, quote unquote glory days. Street Fighter V is a kind of underrated title. I think I like Street Fighter V. I do think it had a lot of issues, but that game was a lull period for Capcom, and that entire like era for Capcom. The late 2010s for Capcom were rough until basically Monster Hunter came out. And until Monster Hunter came out, Capcom went through a solid like, I want to say 3 to 4-ish years, maybe around 3, because when did Street Fighter V release? Was it 2015 or 2016? Street Fighter 5. Yeah, okay. So Street Fighter 5 dropped in 2016, and then you have, what the heck? Did I just get rid of? Okay. And then you had Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter I think was the big like comeback for them. It's crazy. You search up Monster Hunter and World is not even Wilds pops up for me. It's Worlds half the time. World is still just so big. Okay, so it doesn't, maybe it wasn't that long of a lull period, but you know what? 2 years is can be a big hit for a company. So in retrospect, it wasn't actually that long. Like, this Kingdom Hearts 4 drought's been longer, and Square Enix is probably worse off than Capcom was. But Capcom went through a solid, like, 2 to 3 years of being kind of cooked. I mean, I think it was leading up to that, though, because I think it was more than that. Because early 2010s, Capcom wasn't doing that crazy either, right? As much as we talk about Marvel vs. Capcom was definitely successful, but I think shortly after Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out, like, that's when kind of stuff started hitting the fan. So mid to late 2010s for Capcom was really rough, and they made a crazy comeback. Like, if I'm being, like, outside looking in, I'm mostly a Street Fighter guy. I like Street Fighter. I like Capcom's fighting games. I look at Capcom as fighting game company. I haven't dived, like, I play DMC. I like DMC. I like Devil May Cry, but I mostly like them for fighting games. I care about them for Street Fighter versus games, yada yada. I have not dived deep into Resident Evil. I have not dived deep into Monster Hunter. So Capcom single player games and Street Fighter having basically everything for Capcom has just been like up, net positive. You see Capcom everywhere. Like, Capcom is kind of reaching the stage nowadays. This genuinely might be one of their best periods ever. This might be the biggest they've been as a company since like the late 90s, early 2000s, when Street Fighter 2 and 3 were when they were dominating arcades. I think there's an argument for that, because like RE9, I was already thinking it when Monster Hunter Wilds was coming out, and it was just so successful, despite like some of the people just want more content for the game right now. I already kind of thought it when I saw Street Fighter 6 is doing numbers after numbers, movies, merch, like Street Fighter is just up and up. And I'm not even that crazy about Street Fighter 6, but oh my gosh, is it successful. And then, I know you guys are probably tired of seeing this trailer. Let me pull up something else. Let me pull up some, Alright, chat, pick a Kingdom Hearts game you want to look at, and I'll pull it up. I'm just gonna grab random cutscenes until then. Can I add this to a queue, maybe? I don't know how to do that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to queue up stuff. 2.8. Dream drop distance. Alright. Someone type dream drop first, so I'm just gonna have footage playing on the screen from my folder. Actually, wait. I know how I can do this. I mean, I could just play. Yeah, we could just play all of this, right? So, boom, bop, bop. And then it opens all of them, and they should all be like queued up after each other, right? Let me check, because I don't know how Media Player works sometimes. Play a queue. Okay, I think I do have a queue built up. Alright, nice. Alright, cool means. Alright, anyways, chat. Kingdom Hearts? Heck yeah, we love Kingdom Hearts. The late 2000s to mid 2010s era for Capcom was quite rough due to a lot of things internally. Trying to push them to Inafune? Trying to push them to make more Western appealing games. Oh yeah, I think I do remember some of this. The fighting games not being crazy, well received, etc. Yeah. I think Capcom takes a smart approach that probably more fighting games should take, and I want to see Arc System take this approach, which is kind of why I was a little disappointed in that Arc System showcase and that thing. I don't know, the Damon and Baby thing. Who knows? Maybe that game is crazy successful or something, but I think ArcSys said they want to maintain being a fighting game studio, but I don't know. I feel like using single player games and using high quality, good single player games to get people into your fighting games is a very proven method. Because a lot of fighting, like, I don't think in modern day gaming you have people that just are out the womb fighting game players. You have a lot of people who play Fortnite or play RPGs or play action games or horror games like Resident Evil or yada yada yada, right? Um, and you have like, I don't think, because we don't have like the arcade culture like we kind of used to, and in terms of the competitive gaming totem pole, fighting games are pretty low on there unless you're playing Tekken, Street Fighter, etc. So like having these single player games and using them to build like a strong base that can bleed people into your fighting games is great. But my overall point with Capcom is that Capcom is Capcom is doing so much better now, and although they are completely different companies with completely different IPs, man, I think there are a lot of comparisons to be made. Square Enix right now is in their Capcom 2010s era. They don't got no money, they spending like crazy, all their IPs aren't doing as hot as they used to, and they're trying to figure out how to take that next step. And we gotta figure out just when, not we, they do. They gotta figure out what's the next hit. And hey, maybe it's KH4. Maybe KH4 takes them out of this. Maybe KH4, maybe KH4 takes them out of this. And you know, I'm saying this isn't just because of the drought that Kingdom Hearts is going through right now. It's not just because of the drought. The drought is a small part in a bigger, like, infrastructure problem with Square Enix. Because even through the 2010s, Square Enix wasn't doing super great. Like, yeah, they definitely had a lot of successes. They had some games reach 10 mil. 14, man, during COVID was one of the biggest games in the world. And Square Enix had that. And despite having 14, think about it, despite having Final Fantasy 4 freaking teen, bro, you know how huge 14 was during COVID? They're still, like, struggling. I think that says a lot about their infrastructure. If you can have a massive live service hit, like Final Fantasy 14 and still have investors basically outright publicly say they don't really have faith in you, holy, just holy, bro. It's crazy. I know Dawn Trail wasn't the biggest 14 expansion or nothing. Actually, maybe it was. Was it in terms of players? Because it might have been. I know Endwalker was like massive. That was like everyone had to be there for Endwalker. I remember the build up to Endwalker. That's when 14 was blowing up. 14 was blowing up during the same time Hoyoverse games were. Hoyoverse games were free, but in terms of paid MMOs, Square Enix with FF14 was still one of the biggest games in the world. Capcom is in the ideal spot any game company wishes to be, and where anytime you see their name show up at a showcase, people get excited to see what the game is because they know the quality Capcom puts out. Yeah, I agree, Rose. And you know, Square used to be that. And I'm mostly a Kingdom Hearts guy, but even I was interested in, like, you know, looking at these other Square games pop up at events. Like, I was a little bit of a tourist, you know, for Final Fantasy, for some of these other games that they were releasing, and it used to be like, okay, every time you saw a Square Enix logo, you know you were seeing some of the coolest character designs, some of the coolest concepts that's ever put into a video game. Nowadays, you see a Square Enix logo, and it's Killer N. It's a Dissidia mobile game, which looks cool, but then it's like, mobile game, come on. Like, I feel like the Square Enix logo in the modern day, if it's not Final Fantasy, it's kind of met with some disappointment. Or it's met with some, like, oh, okay, I guess. And that's really unfortunate, right? That's really unfortunate, because it didn't used to be that way. And again, there's people way deeper down the Square rabbit hole than me. I'm on the Kingdom Hearts side of the Square fan base, but just outside looking in, that's what it feels like. Have you seen Pragmata from Capcom yet? It looks amazing. I think the concept of it looks amazing. I will admit, I'm not crazy on the gameplay. Maybe that's me though. I gotta actually play it. The gameplay looks okay. Those like kind of over the shoulder like shooters. There's a lot of good ones. There's so many good ones. Yo, Sebastian, thank you so much for the follow. But there's so many good ones. But I guess it's like that style of gameplay needs to do more to wow me. But it doesn't need to do anything. I just need to play it, and I'll probably be hooked in. Because I mean, some of my favorite games are over the shoulder shooters. Genuinely, the Square logo in the modern day feels like, okay, here we go. Let's see what this is. Yeah. Yo, you have a good night, G King. G King, your name looks mega familiar. Like, I feel like I knew someone with that exact name. When did the crossover warrants with you happen? In Dream Drop Distance, have you played it? It's so interesting, like the contrast in chats, because I have like, you know, YouTube chat. Y'all know everything about everything. Like y'all know more than me on some days. You know, some days I be fumbling, I be messing up, and y'all know more than me. Then there's like TikTok chat, and then there's like Twitch, who's they don't know everything about the story, but they'll tell you everything about the combat mechanics. Then there's like TikTok and these other platforms, and it's like, yo. What's going on in Kingdom Hearts? What's happening? Like, I love that everyone's into Cage for this vibes and aesthetics over there. Nah, I never played it. That's crazy. You gotta play Dream Drop. Dream Drop's a fun game, in my opinion. Some people are a little mixed on it, but it's a very big. You will either love this game to bits and pieces, or you will think it's okay. But at worst, you'll think it's okay. I think. Why is Roxas eating ice cream in the bottom right corner? I don't know. Chat, why is Roxas eating ice cream? You should try Dead by Daylight. Oh, brother, I have been on the Dead by Daylight wave. Not today. I mean, is there even a wave for Dead by Daylight anymore? Okay, dude, I was playing Dead by Daylight Patriot before they even started doing crossovers. Like, Dead by Daylight was... Dang, I was playing that back in like 2018, I think. Yeah, Dead by Daylight got a lot more popular. Like, I mean, to be honest, there's not many games to pick for horror genre that are decently high quality. I mean, Dead by Daylight isn't even the highest quality of game, but for multiplayer survival horror, there is not that much. I mean, you either got Dead by Daylight, you got like some indie games, you got like some fun indie co-op games, some friend slop, right? Or yeah, more like random YouTuber Corey Kenshin and Dashi type games, which like can definitely be fun, but they're not. I don't know. There's not a lot of like high quality survival horror that's multiplayer. So Dead by Daylight definitely has a bag on that. But yeah, I played so much Dead by Daylight. Hold on, how many hours do I have in it? I probably don't have as many hours as you think though, because I play it in short sessions, but I've had it for years. I definitely have not played it in a while though. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't played Dead by Daylight since 2023. That was the last time I played it. I don't really have any motive to get on it either, if I'm being real with you. Have a good one. I don't want to get spoiled. I'm about to finish Days. Yo, let's go. You have a good one. Oh, brother left the TikTok chat already, and they followed me and everything too. So they are, chat. They might be cooked because I definitely post whatever about KH on TikTok. They might be cooked. I feel bad for them if they scroll past a short of mine in the future. I've been playing Splatoon 33. Yo, let's go. Yeah, funny enough, bros, I actually think that Roxas cutscene is so good. Okay, honestly, some of the best sequences of cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts is that cutscene where Actually, I'm gonna just play it. Hold on. Like, what am I doing? I have the freaking footage. Do I have it? Actually, I don't know if I have footage for this scene specifically. Gosh darn it, Project. Look at you being unprepared. Okay, hold on. I wanna open this up. Is it this scene? Yeah, it is. Okay. So like this cutscene, this is one of the best cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts right here. Cause my boy Sora, Cage 2 Sora, you know they had Dream Drop Distance had to lock in because they took off the goofy Dream Eater Cage 1 modernized outfit variation, which I like. I like that design, by the way. They had to take that design off and put him in the Cage 2 fit to lock in for this cutscene. Like, bro walks up, sees Naminé on the stairs. What the heck is going on? What's happening? Runs up. And this, Kingdom Hearts needs to do more scenes like this. Bro grabs her hand. It's still Naminé. It's still Naminé in this. And then the way they do this here is actually beautiful. Like, it's a Xion. It's so basic, but oh my gosh, like, that hit for me as a kid. Dog, that hit for me. And then the tear. Ooh. Oh man. You know, this isn't the first time, or this wasn't the last time Sora would cry on screen for Xion. You know, it's so interesting because that makes that Cage 3 mode even better. Because the tear running down his face, that exact same thing happened in the Cage 3 cutscene. Unfortunately, a lot of people didn't see it. But this cutscene is beautiful. This cutscene is so raw, bro. It's so good. It's so good, so good. I love that. How long are these cutscenes? Okay, not long enough. The Cage 2 fit is beautiful. It is supreme. Why did Naminé, Xion, and Kairi have the same face model? Do you see this art style? I don't know. Just old game, I guess. Overwatch moment, I suppose. Actually, wait, there's an easier answer for that, bro. They're the same person, technically. All three of those people are kind of the same person. Lore reasons, yeah. There you go. I think my Cage hot take is that the series needs more emotional stakes and character journeys because I feel like it peaks with Days. So for it to be a hot take, Rose, so enough people have to disagree with it. So that's not a hot take. I agree with you. I think, what was I about to say? I'm about to skip this song. This piano was like soothing my soul a little too much. I'm about to get mega copyrighted, dog. I don't care. We'll be alright. Favorite Kingdom Hearts character? Sora. Do I think Kairi will have new hair in Cage 4? I mean, if Sora's getting a new fit, then Kairi, then everyone should, right? Or at least the Destiny trio should. At least the Destiny trio should. See, I'm not as tapped in with general fandom stuff like I used to be, so I don't know what's considered a hot take anymore. You know what? Fair enough. The fandom... You know what, chat? Do you guys think the fandom has changed a lot since Kingdom Hearts 4 was announced? Like, I'm not even going to make a large time gap. I mean, I guess technically this is a large time gap, but do you think the Kingdom Hearts fandom has changed a lot? Like, is the fandom today different from the fandom in 2022 or 2021, 2020s, early 2020s? We are now in the earlier part of the later half of the 2020s, 2026 now. Dang, bro, it's 2026. Oh, really? Really? That's interesting. I feel like there was definitely a shift at some point, but I don't know to what extent. Um, hmm. There, I think the overall trickle effect of, I guess, newer people getting in, maybe some of the people who were younger when KH3 came out are now a lot older, talking online, more active, perhaps. So, like, I feel like that trickle effect of just new people coming in. I wouldn't say the fandom's like bigger or anything, but I think just as some people have drifted away from talking about Kingdom Hearts naturally due to the drought, there's a lot of people that have kind of like replaced them, or people who have maybe just caught up with the series. But I see that a lot. I see so many comments, and especially on TikTok, I see so many comments of people saying, I just caught up with the series, I'm on this game, I'm on that game. Yeah, KH3 loved by new people. I knew this would happen too. I knew it would, and I'm happy it did. I am. Because KH3 is not some bad game. I think it definitely does. It doesn't have to be as good as 2. It doesn't have to be, right, for everyone. But the people saying it was bad, garbage, trash, like, people are acting like this destroyed the franchise years ago. And maybe it's just that those people don't care anymore, so now I don't notice as much. That because they're not as talkative, they're not as active, perhaps. You still see it. You definitely still see it. There's definitely still people bitter about KH3. 100%. But man, the overall love that newer fans give KH3 is crazy. And it's not just new like fans. It's also new creators too in the space that I've noticed that aren't even on like YouTube and stuff. Like people like King Ricky love KH. There's so many TikToks of King Ricky, or not so many, but there's a couple of TikToks of King Ricky like defending KH. I'm like, yo, let's go. And then there's this person on TikTok and Instagram, Jay the Key. I think that's their account. Like, they're killing it on like with short form content, and I know they defend KH3 a bit too, but I don't know, like new age KH fans like KH3, or maybe rather than just new age KH fans, like people, I don't know, people like the game. Like I guess the pill is not as it doesn't hurt as much for some, or maybe just people who always liked it are now talking about it. So you see, I used to be a defender of playing Days before KH2. But, I don't know. I still think it could go either way. But I think just play 2 before Days. Like, it's fine to just play 2 before Days, because that's how a lot of people played it. I love KH3, but forgive me talking about that game. It sounds like I hate it. And Rose, that's definitely part of it. Because, like, I mean, that's a lot of people. It's hard to... They love it through criticism. I gotta admit, man. Y'all, if you've been around, you've heard me say things like this many times. Oh, also, what's good to Snake Boy? How you doing? I wish there could be a side mini game where we learn about the true origin of the Masters pre-Daybreak Town era. Yeah, stuff like that would be so sick. So let me I partially came on stream to vent, anyways, right? So let me get to venting. This isn't like a deep vent. This is more like it's an on-topic vent. But I want to have a discussion about this. So, now this was teenage me, and I'm impressionable. I'm still developing my opinions. I was definitely getting at least half of my opinions from YouTubers, but I wasn't as, like, brain rotted as others back then. Brain rot has grown exponentially. Back then, brain rot, I don't even think brain rot was a common term used back then. Like it was definitely used, but in a way different context. But I still fought YouTubers. I still fought opinions. I definitely heard opinions from Jared or Dean or Sky or HMK that I didn't agree with. I was for example, right? I grew up with all those guys, and when they all, or not all of them, when some of them were KH3 kind of mid, I argue the heck out of it, especially in Dean's group. I argue the crap out of KH3. I love that game. So the same talk Herbie had on stream, I've had that even more, probably longer behind the scenes, with other people. But anyways, that's gonna I kind of feel like KH3 changed how I viewed media. I know that sounds so crazy, but understand it, I guess. Trying to view it from my brain, if I can articulate this properly. I used to view media in not. I always had a look on media where if it was entertaining, it could be seen as good. It could be no worse than okay. If something's entertaining, it can't be worse than okay. Some people might say, oh, what about stuff that's so bad it's good, Sonic 06, blah blah blah, kind of meme answers. And I'm not even going to acknowledge the meme answers. You don't ever want to like a game because it's bad. That's straight up. You don't ever want that. That's not something you want. But if bad's subjective, then what's bad? I know it gets into semantics for that. Not diving too deep into semantics. For me, I used to kind of view games in that kind of more articulate, sort of kind of pretentious way of media is super artistic and you need to preserve art, and writing has a certain format it needs to follow. Things need to check this box and that box and that box. And while I agree with a lot of it and still do to this day, what if something... I said this during my tier list stream on KH3 or almost a week ago now. If something can make me that emotional, how can I sit there and justifiably call it trash? For me, right? Not saying this for anyone else. Maybe you were emotional and you hated it. Maybe you were emotional in a way that didn't provide value to you. But for me, I didn't have all these crazy criticisms about the writing or blah blah blah, right? I loved a lot of what I saw, but I don't know. Imagine playing something and everyone is sitting there telling you, "Oh, this wasn't written perfectly. This scene doesn't make any sense. How could you enjoy it?" And it's I did. I don't know what else to say. I enjoyed the scene. I loved it. I thought it was great. And not everyone's going to have that experience. And that's okay. That's fine. But, when two tigers are butting heads, sometimes, two powers kind of equal out. So, I don't know what I'm saying there. Just saying, sometimes, when you got a Cage 2 fan, a Cage 3 fan butting heads, it's like you're not going to agree, because I love Cage 2 probably as much as you do. You hate Cage 3 as much as I love it. Like, we're not going to see eye to eye. But I can't sit there. Like, it's like there's something wrong with me if I sit there. There's something wrong with my core being. If I sit there and look at the Roxas Xion cutscene, look at how amazing, great of a cutscene that was, and all the games and stories and worlds building up to that moment, I can't sit there and call it bad. Because this was one of the things I looked forward to the most in the game, and it delivered. It absolutely delivered. And for some people, it delivered, but how did Xion come back? It didn't make any sense. They had to explain it in Remind. This scene is good, but it's so flawed, and the writing wasn't great. And for some people, they look at that approach, and that makes it so bad for them. They see it as lazy. They see it as how could they release this and have a big oversight like that in the game, There's so many things going through that person's head. For me, all I'm thinking about is, bro, I'm so happy Roxas is back. And you may think I'm a lesser person, or I'm just some consumed product, or blah 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 person for that, right? But I'm that person for other media. For fighting games, I'm that person. For action games, I'm that person. For honestly, a lot of other games, I can be that person. For a lot of movies, a lot of shows, I've criticized the writing of many things. I notoriously don't like Steven Universe's finale as much as I was a big Steven Universe guy. You can go on my channel, search up Steven Universe, and look at old Steven Universe. I used to make Steven Universe videos on this channel. You could do it right now. You could find them. I dropped out after after the show ended, the original show ended, because I didn't like season 5. Like, all that build up, all of that led to not much for me. And I can't sit here and say I don't get that person. I don't understand why they feel the way they do. At least not with the 100%. Sometimes, when I'm saying I don't understand someone, I'm probably saying I don't understand the energy. For me, I have a cutoff point. I have a cutoff point where, like, okay, I can be super analytical about something, but at a certain point, I gotta just enjoy something. I gotta just, like, take it for what it is. And I love this. So, like, I can't sit here and call this trash if I loved it so much. Like, and that's why I challenge the way I view media, because Cage, it's weird. I mean, I've probably had experiences like this before with media, where, like, something people notoriously think is sloppy or not as well thought out or blah 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 is just trash, but it had an emotional impact on me. And when you look at media, when you look at what's impacted you in life, like, are you thinking about how much sense X, Y, and Z made, or are you thinking about the moment it had on you, the impact it had on you? Like, when people think about Kingdom Hearts 1 and all these people, I'm scrolling through TikTok and Instagram and other social platforms, is looking at people talk about how much this character means to them or that character means to them. Not just for Kingdom Hearts even, but for Kingdom Hearts specifically. There's so many people only care about Kingdom Hearts from an aesthetic standpoint, a vibe standpoint. They cannot tell you the specifics of the story. Who's to take away from them how much of an impact this scene had, or that scene had, or the ending, or just the way Sora said the specific line, or Riku and Mickey closing the door? Like, I didn't know what was going on fully in Cage 1. I knew Sora was trying to find his friends, and I knew we were looking for the king, and for some reason, bro, I don't know why I cried over Mickey Mouse in that moment. I don't know why. I just did. Cage 1 was the first ending that ever made me cry, and I freaking loved it, dude. Because, I don't know, bro. It was the way the music hit, the way they orchestrated that scene. And this moment right here on screen is a very similar thing where, like, oh my gosh, This is my favorite thing ever. I freaking love this game. And you could look back at this scene and find so many flaws and so many weird things. Like, bro, this is one of the best cutscenes in Kingdom Hearts, but simultaneously is also one of the biggest moments that made the fan base turn on Kairi. For years we talked about Kairi and how she was kind of she didn't feel like she was kind of up there with the rest of the Destiny trio or other characters as they were growing, as they were maturing, as they were getting development, as their stories are moving forward. But Kairi also like got snatched in this scene, bro, and it's a notorious scene of like, why did they do this with Kairi? So one of the best Kingdom Hearts cutscenes ever has probably one of Kairi's worst cutscenes. It's still good though. You know, so it's like I could say all these criticisms, but I still enjoyed it. And maybe I'm just losing that spice to want to criticize and micro criticize everything, or maybe I just want to like what I like in peace. But bro, I don't know. I like I don't think my job. I don't think I should. It's weird. I don't know how to articulate this. So I'm gonna rewire my brain a little bit to say this properly. Sometimes I think to myself, were we meant to have to explain? It's gonna sound bad. Was society ever meant to have to explain why they like like stuff like this? So like am I supposed to be able to write a freaking book on like why I like something and present it to everyone every time I enjoy something? Yeah, I feel like that's what the internet's kind of made us feel like we have to do. I am a YouTuber though, so that's kind of like halfway my job, right? But from a broader perspective, it's like, I don't know, because you explain something. Okay, imagine I'm arguing with the person that hates everything about KH3 or I don't know. I hate to use KH3 as like the go-to example, but maybe some other games, like, or let's take a fighting game approach. Let's say someone explained to me why they love Street Fighter 6. I hate it, and after a certain while, you kind of just realize there's no like convincing X person to hate the game, or maybe me to love the game. And you could say it's for X, Y, and Z reasons, like maybe this person's less open-minded, blah blah blah. You can throw all these insults or try to degrade either side, but some things just aren't for you. Some things just aren't your taste. Some things, the way you grew up in life, the way you were raised, the things you consumed during your adolescence shaped who you are, shaped who you would grow into as an adult. So you end up liking certain things, right? And some of those things change, some of those things shift. Sometimes you meet the right person that can explain something to you the way you need it explained to hit for you. That's why a lot of people watch YouTubers that, like, you know, kind of fit their sphere, like they fit their I guess way of thinking. But you kind of reach a certain point in a debate with someone where you just realize something, like, y'all just not gonna agree, bro. You're just not gonna agree. Like, the way you consume media is just different. It's interesting though that, like, we've the internet's gone to the point where consuming media is like it's interesting because I mentioned earlier, like, this whole artistic, I'm just yapping at this point, but I'm just like throwing out thoughts. Welcome to the after hours, ladies and gentlemen. But I remember I don't know, I'm just thinking to myself, like, it's interesting how it used to be consuming the art and, like, just, you know, I guess consuming media, critiquing media. Maybe you talk about with your close circle of friends, family, and, you know, you go about your day. Sometimes you wouldn't explain it to anyone. There's a lot of nights where people have probably watched anime or watched, like, went to the theaters by themselves, went to a restaurant by themselves, and they consumed the food on their own, and they want to share it with someone. But like sometimes, like have you ever shared something to somebody without like them ever trying it? Like you're explaining to someone how bad a game is that they've never played. You're explaining to someone how bad food is that they've never tasted, and you just need to hear. You just need to have someone to hear you. You don't need them to try the food. Maybe you do want them to, but that's not the point of it. But it's interesting that not only is media itself like viewed in this very artistic way, which I agree with, by the way. I think all media is art, but critiquing is also viewed as an art form now. Critiquing, and it's gone into the rabbit hole where everybody can do it. It used to be, okay, you need to have at least an audience, or like someone interested enough in your opinion or how you articulated yourself to post the article or news report or go on the news or do this and that. Now it's like, bro, you got a phone, you got a camera, everyone got that. Click. It's very fascinating. I sound like a boomer explaining this though. I'm not even saying it's bad. I'm honestly not. I'm just saying like it's interesting how society's progressed, because it's like some people take the critique of art more seriously than the art itself. How do y'all feel about that? Like, it's... Sorry, just drinking tea, but that's something I've tried to detach myself with, and I think KH3 did that for me.
At Rural Neptune 587 became a Tier Kai Cloud member.
Yo, Rural, thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Hey, Pro, I've been subbed to the channel for a while. Crazy to think you always find cave stuff to talk about, even in the most driest of droughts. I want to hear a theory you have been cooking for a while. Wait, you want to hear a theory I've been cooking? I don't know if I have a theory cooking right now. I don't know. I am interested in like Yozora stuff at the moment. So I kind of, if I go back down the theory rabbit hole, I'm probably going to dive deeper into what I made a video about recently, and dive deeper into like the Yozora versus 13 stuff, because that's been a vibe lately for me. Yeah. Thank you guys for hearing me yap, by the way. I know I wasn't reading chat during well, I was reading chat, but I wasn't reading it out loud into the microphone. But I appreciate you guys being here, talking, listening to me. I don't know. These streams have been fun. Just talking, yapping. It's nice to know I can do this without having to play rando, even though I do want to play rando right now, but I'll do it later. I don't mind, Rule. I'll hear a theory of yours. I feel like if you don't like it, then you probably shouldn't have been that deep into a fantasy series in the first place. I won't say all that, because you're allowed to not like something, right? It's just know when to detach yourself. No one to detach yourself and not be as emotional in a negative way. I think sometimes even being too emotional in a positive way can lead to a negative. Like I think, because there's some people that love a character so much or love a game so much that if you slander that game, they hate you. You like, you know what I mean? You slander that game, or you say anything, that game's not your favorite. There's a lot of cage fans like that. I'll tell you one thing. I made it a note to not be that myself. There are definitely people who are like that in the fandom, but brother, I do not care what Cage game you like, because for me, as much as I like KH3, I always say this, I am a Kingdom Hearts fan first, KH3 fan second. Whatever that means. I don't even know if I'd say KH3 fan second. Like, I'm a fan of the franchise, not a game. Not a specific game. I love these games, but I'm a fan of this franchise as a whole. KH3 is my favorite because of how much I love the franchise in all of its games. And to me, KH3 feels like if you took every fun aspect from every KH game and put it into one. That's genuinely what that game feels like to me. So I loved having shot blocks in KH3. I loved having flow motion for Dream Drop, even though it's kind of, well, it's not bad in KH3, but it's not as broken, right? But I love that it existed. You got like things like Keyblade leveling from Recoded. You got, I don't know, like you got all these different Keyblades and form changes, which is super inspired off of Birth by Sleep and Drive forms a little. It's super cool, you know. Command menu from other number titles. It's fun. It's a really fun experience. You even have like the different types of magics in the different form changes that like you've gotten throughout the series in KH3. Like KH3 really is an amalgamation of so many of the titles that came before, and I think they made the right choice doing that. But I know I wonder if the initial criticisms got to them. I wonder. Nah, I am not okay. Okay. I feel like wait. I feel like I've forgotten what Kingdom Hearts is before the 4th that we've all been waiting for finally releases. I don't know what you're trying to say there. That was, you might need to retype that, Coconut. I'm sorry. You're right about that. People literally take the critique of media more serious, and sometimes it gets literal more eyeballs than the original media itself. It's wild. Yeah, you're right. You're right to Snake. Like, okay. Think about it like this, chat. The critiquing of media has gotten so crazy, and not even just critiquing, but I don't know, like how you consume media has become an art form itself, because there's creators, and there's no like ill will towards creators for this, because I think like this is how it is. It's not a bad or a good thing necessarily. I guess it's just like, wow, like that's a sentence. There are creators for games that make more money than the people making the games, even the directors of said games. Like there are creators making more money on these games than the developers are. Like, is that not a crazy thing to say? Now, not for Kingdom Hearts. I doubt for Kingdom Hearts. I don't think there's any Cage creator that big. Maybe minus like Jared, right? Like I'm sure Jared probably has made more than some of the developers on Cage, but Nomura's a millionaire. Like more, I'm assuming Nomura's a millionaire. If Nomura isn't a millionaire, I would kind of be shocked. I would kind of be like super duper shocked. All right, let me read rules theory. In the Cage 4 trailer, Donald and Goofy aren't meeting Hades. Instead, they're meeting with, and just let it simmer for a while, Clive Rosefeld. Why? I gotta ask why. I have not played FF16, so if there was some lore reason why he'd be there, I would not know it. But I'm curious why you think that. I don't know if it's Hades either. I do lean towards Hades, but I've heard people say Auron, and I'm like, maybe, possibly, like, maybe it could be a switcheroo type moment. OMX? What's that? Tonight is a drink night. Hey, let's be safe, Babsy. I was definitely in my feelings a little bit earlier. Anxiety was definitely getting to you, boy. But we're doing alright right now. Also, TikTok chat. I appreciate you guys also being out here, leaving a like on the stream. It means a lot. Old man Xehanort. Okay, that I agree with. I do think Old Man Xehanort was kind of teaching Sora through KH3. I agree with that. I definitely think Master Xehanort was like, it feels like he was preparing. I actually have a whole theory about that on the channel. It almost feels like everything Xehanort did was preparing Sora for this moment, for KH4, when he would confront the true villains, the true like plan at play here. Dang, bro, I miss being super into all that stuff. I miss it. I kind of, I said earlier I really liked, I liked detaching myself when it came to like opinion arguments, but in terms of like being immersed into the franchise, I definitely miss the younger days of like me just being chronically obsessed with these theories and sounding freaking crazy. Oh man. Brother. Wild times. Xehanort's entire story was all scripted from the start. He's only there to train Sora for a greater purpose. People have come to grips with that. Miss the old days. Yeah. The old days. The good old days. Currently on my way home. Okay, yeah, definitely drink at home. My 28th birthday is at the end of the month. I will never give up my theory craze love for this game. I don't think I'll give it up, but it's definitely hard to be as motivated during this drought, but maybe there's something that could bring me back into it. I definitely had moments where it's gotten me, where I've gotten like super deep back into the weeds of it, but this drought god's reminiscing like old men on the porch. Yeah, they're over here developing this game, man. We're aging. The fan base is aging. The act of I'm old enough to where I feel myself aging now, like compared to being younger, and like years would pass by and be like, oh, I'm still young. Like you would say that, like, okay, I'm 19. Yeah, 19's still young. 20, I'm in my early 20s. Hold on, that's pretty gas. And now it's like, wait, hold on. I'm kind of near my mid 20s now. I'm about to turn 25 soon. Oh my gosh, I don't like saying that out loud. That feels weird. I always used to be the younger guy in the fandom. Now I'm I don't think I'm that anymore. Well, out of the creators, I still am, because most of the creators are still older than me. Dax is older. All the Keykeepers are older than me. Actually, basically every creator I know is older than me, except low-key Matt. I think me and Matt are around the same age. I don't like aging at all. See, there's a okay, there is a weird comfort to aging though. Alright, I know I'm still pretty young. I'm about to be 25. If your age starts with a 2, you're honestly you're kind of young until you start reaching, I say like the 40s. I say when you're in your 40s, you're like, okay, you're getting a little older now. You're aging a little bit. You know what I mean? But I think 20s, 30s, you're still pretty young. Maybe I'm coping saying 30, but like I think you're pretty young in your 30s, because I don't know, like people in their 30s they can still live life, do what they want, right? Anyways, I'm not trying to have everyone think about their mortality, but there's a comfort to aging where, I don't know, I think there are some calming aspects to life as you get older. There's some aspects to life that are like, dang, okay, you start to think and realize, like, maybe this is probably just me though, or maybe not just me, but this is like, I'm at the age where people either figure things out or they don't. And I know the truth is, you're probably gonna still be figuring things out as you figure things out. Like, gonna figure out one thing, still be figuring out another, and that's just gonna be a constant loop until one day. But I don't know. I guess I used to be very, very scared of this word when I was younger. Like, I feared this word. I absolutely used to fear it. I used to fear the word content. The word content used to send like shivers down my spine. Like, I don't ever want to be complacent, content with like any situation I'm in. And it's not like I'm in some great situation. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, your boy ain't like your boy ain't in no fancy house or nothing off of Kingdom Hearts videos. That is not happening, bro. Your boy does not. Bro don't even got a plaque yet. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how much money y'all think YouTubers make, or at least y'all know how much the big YouTubers make. But trust me, there is a big difference between Mr. Beast and your boy Prodigy here. There's a massive difference. Like, bro makes in a day, bro makes in an hour probably. No, actually, I would make it even worse. Bro probably makes in 10 minutes what I make in probably a year. Like, straight up. That's whatever. Tangent aside. Let me find another thing to put on. But real talk. I used to fear that word complacent, content, those types of words, but I don't know. I've sort of redefined what they mean to me. I think content and complacent aren't. It isn't the same as being okay or not wanting to grow or not wanting to improve in life, but rather for me, it's being okay with things I can't control. It's taking value in things I have today and not obsessing over what I like don't have tomorrow or next year or whenever, right? It's kind of just taking a more chill approach to things. And that it's not something that's easy to maintain every day, but it's something that I try to think about to kind of ground me, because I think with the overconsumption of everything online, and I know it's probably even worse if you're younger, but I grew up in the prime period of the dopamine, the TikTok, the YouTube. Like, I've been a YouTube kid since I was 10, right? Like, I've been looking at YouTube, watching YouTube videos, watching tutorials, watching some of the first YouTube videos I watched were GTA 4 by this creator named Jantsu, I think. I don't know, all the early YouTube stuff. Like, I used to watch all that. Avid internet person, but I think in this age where you're just consuming things constantly, and I'm a part of it. I'm giving you guys stuff to consume, right? But in this age where you're consuming things constantly, you kind of become distracted from yourself. This is definitely my early anxiety talking. I'm just thinking to myself, what the heck, bro? I'm talking about, this is a cage stream. Whatever, I'm gonna just keep going. You're consuming, and you just kind of lose track of, I guess, like, what you're doing sometimes. We're in the age of consumerism, yeah, completely. So it's like, it's important to ground yourself and be able to detach from the overstimulation, from the dopamine, to be able to reflect on yourself, to it's about giving your brain room to think and roam, because when your brain is constantly doing something, and it already is, by the way, but when you're adding stuff on top of it, like, your brain's already like moving all your muscles, like making your heart pump, it's already doing like all these things for you, and then you're also feeding it freaking TikTok, brain rot, 6-7 memes and this and that, bro. You're asking for it. I'm gonna be real here. You're kind of asking for it, bro. Like, ground yourself, take a step back, chill. You want some good dopamine? Look, I don't know, look at the sky or something. I know it sounds so boring. I'm not saying consuming things is bad. I'm just saying like it's fine to enjoy your favorite things or enjoy stuff, but everyone, I'm sure a lot of people are aware of when it's too much or when it's taking away from things in your life. If you're ever consuming something so much where it's taking away from things in your own life, you should probably like chill a little bit. Just take a step back, just for a little bit. The live started maybe an hour ago. What time? How long did we start? An hour and 16 minutes. That's where we're at. That's where we are at. Speaking of aging, Cage cinematics are so timeless. Oh yes, they are. I'm hyped to see just how far they can push that into. Cage intros are always a technical Marvel set piece. Yeah, man. Kingdom Hearts openings are so freaking beautiful, man. I love Cage openings. Like we're gonna play more right now, matter of fact. Cage openings are so good. Gotta play this one next. Have you noticed most games that came out from that original showcase in 2022, most of those games have been damn good, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, a lot of games announced in 2022 that have come out have been pretty good. So maybe KH4 will be popping. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind KH4 will be good. I'd be surprised if KH4 was like bad. I love KH3 as much as I did, and I love KH3 as much as I did, and that game was divisive. So if KH4 is half as good as 3 was, it's my
At
second
Babsy
favorite
Kuhn
game.
donated $2.
Oh.
I miss the OL days of 2007 with Shitey KHAM vs LOL.
Yo, Babsy Kuhn, that was some of the first Kingdom Hearts content I ever consumed. Thank you for the $2 donation. Old school Kingdom Hearts community chat was nothing. And I'm talking about pre-Skyward Wing, pre-Key Keepers. Man, even the Biscuits weren't uploading like that much. The old school Kingdom Hearts community was just fan dubs of crappy comics some people would make. They weren't always crappy. I don't know why I said crappy, but I'm just trying to say they're old comics. Old comics in like back in the day, AMVs. There's this one AMV dude from the band Therefore Tomorrow. Like it was a Chain of Memories edit to their song Pages that I cannot find, because I remember the person who uploaded on YouTube uploaded the AMV in like a font that I just couldn't, like, you just can't search it up, right? And I don't know if the channel's deleted now or what. I don't know if someone has a download of it possibly, but bro, I bet you if I go back, the AMV probably isn't even like that well edited or anything, but that AMV was the first time I saw Chain of Memories. That's why it stands out to me so much. I first saw Chain of Memories, Chain of Memories, by the way, through an AMV on YouTube. That's how I discovered it, because I was like, who the heck is this Nominate person? It was now that I look back at it, I think it was a ship AMV. I think it was the AMV shipping Nominate and Sora, but you know, it was still a really good AMV, because like they had the lines playing. It was so good. It was so good. And also, again, Babsy, thank you for the $2 dono. Yo, what's good, Brandon? What's poppin'? Alright, Chad, is it time for Rando? Or is it time for 2XKO? I actually don't know. I don't know. Every time I drink this, like tea, I just put a little drink pack into a water bottle. I always get, like, super clogged up. Every time. Just a Pancake. Oh yeah. I wonder, do modern Cage fans know about Just a Pancake? I mean, Andy's pretty young. Andy's 21, so Andy knows about Just a Pancake. But maybe Andy grew up with Just a Pancake. I'm really excited for that Avatar game coming out soon, dude. That game's gonna be so good. New Violence tweet absolutely blew up. Holy. I should show y'all this. Twitter seems to not absolutely hate it. Do you guys see my top 10 games list? Now, this is a... Let me pull it to the side, actually. Well... Why is my monitor doing this? Oh, there we go. But, you guys see my top 10 games list, dog? Twitter doesn't hate it. This is like current though. I've kind of started just looking at games like that. Like I've stopped thinking about top 10 of all time, top whatever of all time. My top of all time is definitely those three. Like that top three is pretty definitive, genuinely. But I just kind of go with the current. Like, what's my current top 10? KH1 over Jak 2 is insane. I mean, I probably like KH1 more than Jak 2, but it's not like it'd be a crime or anything for me to put Jak 2 over KH1. KH1 is good though. What's your issue, Andy? We love KH1. I see a Little Big Plan should try Terra. Wait, Terraway? What's that? I love games like that. Are you trying to say Terraria? I've never heard of Terraway. Also, Prod, I know you will at least look into it. The KO3 intro, specifically when Sora does that spinning magic at the end, it almost perfectly matches up with Yozora in that spiral ice magic. Wait, what do you mean? Over the years, my opinion on KH1 has changed. Oh, no, Andy, you're switching up on KH1. You can't be doing that, bro. Nah. I found out about Kingdom Hearts through a Dream Drop Distance trailer on Cartoon Network. I was like, Final Fantasy, Advent Children, and Disney? I'm highly interested. You know? I mean, that will do it. I remember that Dream Drop commercial as well. Was it the one with Sanctuary and it had a Quasimodo, like, and they were in the cathedral with young Xehanort, I think, or something like that. I'm 24 and never heard of Just a Pancake. That's crazy. What? Maybe not that crazy. I don't know. You have a wonderful night. I'm going to crash. You have a good night, Cesari. Thank you for coming out. I really appreciate it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking about skimping out on the after hours and just doing some, Ooh, I don't know. Alright, chat, rate this top 10 list. What's the worst game in this top 10? And some people question Valorant. I'm surprised no one questioned Sea of Thieves. I actually really like Sea of Thieves. Smash was like... It's weird because I have so many mixed opinions on Smash. Like, sometimes I don't want to give Smash the credit because Smash genuinely does make me upset because, like, it almost feels like Smash could be a perfect game if it got consistent updates. Like Smash probably could be my absolute favorite fighting game if it got updates consistently. But, like, holy bruh, that game was balanced like trash. And they left Ultimate in, like, the worst balanced cesspool ever. Like, Steve, Sonic, like, these top tiers, and Ultimate's one of the most frustrating fighting games to play. But I also think because of that, it's a testament to how much I must like it. Yo, Wild Mustang. Yep, Sanctuary trailer with the pink flow motion outline. The vibes was vibing. I love that. The vibes was vibing. Then I was like, wait, another 3D handheld game? 3? KH3 or number 3 on the list? That Spiral or Ice and Yozora middle mirror, the beam or light and Spiral Cloud sent out by Sora in the main game intro. Really? 12 intro at the closer to the end. Yozora's launched down. Oh, that's what you're talking about with the ice. Okay. All right, you're talking about the Verum Rex trailer. I thought I kept thinking you were trying to talk about like the secret ending or something. Yeah, you're talking about the ice sent out by Magia. Jak 2. Y'all don't like Jak 2 in this list? Okay, can I be honest about Jak? All 3 Jak games are pretty interchangeable for me. But if I had to pick a favorite, it would be Jak 2. If I had to pick a favorite, it would be Jak 2. Your top 6 are RE4, OG, San Andreas, KH2, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, FF10. I could tell you grew up on the PS2. And a fellow PS2 era gamer. How many old games do I have on here? Because my top 10 needs to be pretty different. Like, okay, this bottom 3 straight up probably wouldn't have been in my top 10 years ago. Minecraft I have to put up there. Like, I know it sounds cringe to put Minecraft up there to some people, but if you were ever a Minecraft kid, you know how good Minecraft is. Take out the content creation, take out all that stuff. Minecraft and the memories, Minecraft's great. I love Minecraft. Best survival game, hands down, period. There's not a single better survival game than Minecraft. Not a single one. Let's see. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is all PS2 era, even KH3, even though it's not from the PS2, all PS2 era games. So, Jak PS2, Under Night's later. Under Night's a PS3, PS4 era game. So, that when I got into Under Night, it was late PS4 era. My bad, chat. Was just looking at something. Oh crap, my Duolingo. Yikes. We'll be playing 2, PS3, Minecraft, same era. Sea of Thieves, last console gen, Valorant, kind of.
At Babsy Coon donated $2. I just listened to There From Tomorrow. I see why.
Really? You have you not heard of them before, Babsy Coon? Therefore Tomorrow is so good. Therefore Tomorrow is so good, man. You listen to Pages specifically. I love that band. That's like one of my old school bands. I'm not even like, I mean, I'm into all types of music, but I'm not particularly on the boy band craze. Like, I'm definitely more into, I'm into either Japanese alternative, or I'm into, I'd say Japanese. I'm into like alternative, J-rock, J-pop, stuff like that. And I obviously like a lot of hip hop. Big hip hop connoisseur. Hip hop, rap, singing. I don't know. I'm into pretty much everything though. I can't really name. I'm like not the best at naming all music genres. I just kind of listen to stuff. If I like it, add it to the playlist. That's how I am. And if I like more than a couple of songs from an artist, I'll like look at the artist themselves, dive deep into their discography. I find that with hip hop usually has more. There's more albums I can listen to with hip hop. Like, it's weird because I don't find this often with other music. I've noticed, and maybe I'm just not listening to the right people. But it feels like the hip hop artists are the only people that care a lot about albums kind of being one story, or albums having like a certain theme to them, compared to your bigger pop artist, or like, I don't know, your bigger pop artists or bigger bands and stuff. When they make an album, it's not all thematic all the time. A lot of the time, it's just very, like, it might cover a very general theme, but then it sounds like they're just putting a bunch of singles on an album, which sucks a little bit for albums. But you know, it's nice. Like, they treat it as more as collections of music rather than, okay, this is an album. Like, hip hop artists treat albums like how we treat like video game releases, if that makes sense, which I love. But I also think nowadays, though, especially with the short form content culture, I understand why albums aren't even the biggest thing anymore. Like, shoot, some people release albums and it has like 7 songs on it, and I'm like, bro, that's an EP. What are you doing? Like, that's an EP. That's a mixtape. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't go out of my way to listen to Billie Eilish. Like, I've never went out of my way to listen to her, but every single song I've heard from her, I've liked. But I probably have only heard like the big songs. That one "Birds of a Feather" song I hear constantly, man. I hear that so much, but it's a good song though. My top 10 favorite games of all time, single player and multiplayer: GTA 5, Kingdom Hearts 2, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Oh, okay. Fortnite, Cage 3, Apex, Valorant, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's a pretty nice top 10. You know, some people feel weird about adding multiplayer games to their top 10, but bro, multiplayer games have been around for 3 console generations now. Well, no, it's been 2. Hold on, so counting this one, PS5, PS4, yeah, 3. So including this one, 3 console generations. Like, actually, when you think about it like that, multiplayer games have been around in the era of gaming, in the era of video games. I think multiplayer games have been around longer than not. Or like, it's reaching that point where they've been around just as long as other types of games, which is like very interesting. Very interesting to think about. GTA is so overrated. Style, you usually have pretty good opinions in the chat. That mega disagree with. Look, I know we're on the RPG, fantasy, like cartoony side of media over here. We love our whimsy. We love our giant boy with the key, right? Look at this. Look at this KH1 box art. We love this. I get it. I get this is a lot of people in this fandom's taste in media. Fantasy, whimsy, cartoony, maybe cool, actiony, right? Nah. Look, GTA is absolutely, almost every single time, one of the most innovative games in media. From GTA 3 up to like GTA 5, every single game is a big point of innovation in that genre of game. Every single time, like they're doing something no one else can, because no one else has the budget, admittedly. But GTA is, gotta give it its flowers. GTA 4 to me is one of the best games ever made. I love GTA 4. I do think GTA 5 is a little overrated. It's overrated for its single player content. I personally, okay, Babsy-kun, that took me out. Your comment took me out. I can't lie. Reading that took me out, bro. What the heck? Anyhow, GTA 5 single player was, okay, the world, the cars, the mechanics feel the best. Absolutely the best. But I do like the world of GTA 4 more. I like Liberty City more than LA. Like, I think I like San Andreas doing I like San Andreas doing California, but I don't I don't really care about it in GTA 5 like that much personally. So I'm excited for GTA 6 to be in like Miami. Again, that's gonna be cool. I would love a big modern GTA game in New York though, but I guess 4 was too recent. GTA 4, GTA 4 was so good. GTA 4 had aesthetic and dreariness down. Like, oh my gosh, that game was so crazy for a GTA game to me back then. It was so crazy to me. That was the game after San Andreas, I think, right? I'm pretty sure that was the game that was like right after San Andreas. But anyways, 5. I think the story of 5 is probably like one of the overall weakest GTA stories. Just maybe period. Like maybe period. I don't think GTA 5's characters or stories are as interesting as almost any of the pro tags from Vice City onwards. Now, with that being said, the reason I say I don't know if I'd say it's overrated fully is because the online is that good. GTA 5's online it's borderline an MMO. Like it's borderline an MMO. It's really good. It's really freaking good. It still, I would say still now, it might have one of the best onlines in games, like one of the best online structures. Now, Last of Us, I will slander. I'm not a Last of Us guy. I mean, I think the premise of GTA Earth Style 1 is literally just do whatever you want. Now, if some of that stuff hits like too deep for you, or like you think too deep about it, like I can see that, but it's a game, you know. That's how I view it. Like it's a video game, so like you're not like no sane person would actually do any of those things, right? But in a game, it's like, okay, cool, because there's so many fantasy games where you're slicing people up, bruh. You're slicing people up. You're killing people. You're doing whatever to like save the world or for whatever righteous virtuous cause. But in GTA, there's no virtuous cause. You're just straight up a villain. You're straight up a criminal. You're a criminal, but they're telling a story about the criminal, like about the criminal life. It's like the same reason you watch anime or you get immersed into an anime or a show about villains or crime shows and stuff like that. Later, Breaking Bad. You know what? Matter of fact, Breaking Bad. Now, Breaking Bad's a little more. There's a lot more story to some like Breaking Bad, obviously, right? But Breaking Bad is fully about criminals, villains that kill people and do bad stuff completely. So like. Now you're watching it in a more slow from the beginning process, but Breaking Bad is all about those things. People still get immersed into Breaking Bad, still like Breaking Bad, still call it a great show. So why not do the same thing for something like Grand Theft Auto? See? Sure, it is a story, sure it is this media. That's it. Yo, what's good, toys? I'm be real, Earth Style Win. There are not a lot of games where you can do whatever you want. not in the same way as GTA. You like I gotta argue. But if you say it's boring, it might just not be for you. It might just not be for you. Maybe your do anything you want is a lot more limited, but in GTA you can quite literally do whatever you want. Like, and I remember as a kid, man, that's all I would do, just do random stuff. Like, half of the fun of GTA is just doing the most random things ever, because you can. You can ignore the story the entire day if you want to. Shoot, there were so many days as a kid I would be playing GTA and I would just not do the story mission. Imagine that in a game today. You could playing a game today and not doing any story, not playing any not doing any story missions, not progressing any of the plot, not even grinding, not grinding levels or whatever. Just literally ignoring all of it and just like jumping out of a plane, randomly going throughout the world and doing random crap, like literally like driving a crazy car or something, getting a 5-star wanted level. Like it's literally any like just doing whatever. That's the average live service game probably. Not really. The average live service game, people are mostly into it to freaking grind. they're into it to grind. They're into it for the grind or for some eventual like satisfaction. But in GTA, like the random fun of GTA is literally that. Like there's no goal behind it a lot of the time. There's no goal with me jumping out of a plane. I just want to see my character do it. Like I just want to see him do it. You can't steal a car in Breath of the Wild. What are you talking about? You can't steal a car in Breath of the Wild. You ain't jumping out of a plane. Trust me, I love Breath of the Wild. I love it. Minecraft, like you ain't doing that in Minecraft either. Like I said, you're do whatever you want. Like there's different layers to it. But GTA just might not be for you. I love all those games. But I'm just saying, like, if you view GTA as this, oh, general open world, do whatever, no, it's like a specific type of do whatever you want. But maybe you're just not into that. Maybe it's just not your vibe. You probably prefer more cartoony, like story-driven stuff, like Breath of the Wild and Minecraft, right? Steal a horse bike. Alright, bro. I'll let y'all rock with that. I'm out the comfort zone here, even though like, even though I am a cage guy, I'm on my comfort zone here. Bro, I said take a car. Bro said a horse bike from an ancient monk. That's crazy. It's like GTA is like one of the few like quote realism games that actually like kind of does it right. I know that sounds weird, but it's one of the few realism games that actually does realism in a really innovative and like interesting way. Saints Row, Earthstyle, you're proving what I said earlier, like with the whimsy thing, because Saints Row is this GTA with whimsy, and I like Saints Row, but unfortunately the only like really good Saints Row game is Saints Row 2, and everything else is like pretty okay. Not bad, just pretty okay. I miss Saints Row 2, man. That's your way to show you have free will. You have to constantly battle me to prove you have free will. That's crazy. That's a vibe, though. I mess with it. Will Sora get a 9-to-5 in Cage 4? How is he gonna pay bills with that apartment? Brother has a key that's worth like probably millions. Alright. Chat, should we rando? Probably wants to do a little 2SKO before I do rando, though. Would you guys be opposed to that as I'm opening it up right now? Shalitzia must be a YouTuber with a good kind of money. That's crazy. You know, if I was a YouTuber with my same audience right now in Japan, I'd be living a pretty comfortable life. Hip hop ever seen Fooly Cooley? Nope. I think Yaya's always mentioning it to me though. Alright, chat, we're opening up 2XKO because I want to. Okay? This is my version of free will, Sora. Open up 2XKO. We're gonna get bodied on ranked. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight Echo, Alawi. Honestly, any freaking character, because I think all these characters in 2SKO are super annoying. Oh, this game's very alive, Silvasora. What the heck? See, this is the issue with, like, perception on Twitter, because you would think this game's dead, but look at this lobby. Like, this is just a random lobby. This game's... Okay. This is actually... It goes to show you how big Riot games usually are. Because for Riot consistently has some of the biggest multiplayer games, just period, right? Consistently has some of the biggest multiplayer games just ever. You think of Valorant, think of League, I guess TFT now, but that's kind of it, to be honest. But they tried doing this with 2SKO, and 2SKO is actually pretty small compared to those titles. Like 2SKO compared to League and Valorant, 2SKO ain't nothing. 2SKO is small as heck. It is one of the smallest things ever compared to Riot, compared to League, compared to Valorant. But compared to fighting games, 2SKO is... we don't have an official player count for 2SKO, but I'm willing to bet 2SKO is probably one of the bigger fighting games out right now. And it's just because a lot of people who don't play fighting games don't understand how small this genre actually is outside of the big three. Like, there are very few... Oh, no. There are very few fighting games that are really big. No, chat, let's do a challenge. I want to ask you guys this. So, it does not matter if you play fighting games or not. It does not matter. I just want to hear your take. Assist. There we go. All right. Person paid money, bro. I'm dead. I lost this round. Yeah. Alright. Chat, I want you guys to name what you guys think the biggest 3 fighting games are. Yeah, fighting games don't usually go free to play because it's kind of hard to do that. Oh my gosh. I'm dropping inputs. Individual games or franchises? Honestly, I'll say franchises. But it doesn't really make much of a difference, I bet. They probably didn't need to use Fury there at all, but whatever. Oh, okay. Oh, they're dead. I didn't know if that last missile will kill him, but it did. What was that reset? That was accidental reset, bro. People be mashing. Yep. Oh, no. Let's go, chat. We cooked them. You know, all right. It's saying a lot, right? That Wild Mustang literally got it right, minus Smash. Now, I didn't say to include Smash. Smash is kind of like an anomaly in the FGC. Not an anomaly as in it's random that's successful. It's more like Smash is an outlier. Smash doesn't like follow the traditional fighting game trope. It's a platform fighter, right? But out of traditional, more traditional-esque fighting games, Smash is like, yeah, Smash is the biggest. Really? Or she's dead. But yeah, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken. Now, how long have all those games been out? Years, right? Like literally forever. All those franchises have been around since the 90s, straight up. Maybe Tekken early 2000s. I don't know if Tekken was in the 90s or if it was like early 2000s, but still. Oh, dude, why'd I try to tech a grab? I lost that because of that. But yeah, so fighting games are an extremely difficult genre to break into. Like, it's so difficult to be a big fighting game because it's kind of like it's been dominated by 3 franchises for almost 30 years. So 2SKO Riot was probably the first really major game. That's an interesting combo. Tekken was 94. Oh, there you go. I don't think Lynx is fast enough to even punish that, but... No way. What? Why'd they burst? But yeah, so this game, 2SKO, pretty big by normal fighting game standards, as well as trying to prove earlier, trying to say, but small by Riot standards. And that is probably also the exact reason Multiverses fell. That's probably the exact reason Multiverses probably failed, because they wanted big numbers for a genre that is very hard to produce them, really. I think it's really good, though. Does this game look fun to you guys? I'll admit, though, I do like Riot games. I like Riot games. I'm a tourist for League, but I like League. But I'm not good at it at all. Valorant, I'm also not that good at, but I'm a little better. But I love Valorant a lot. What? Oh, no. Dude, there's no way I lost. Chat got chip damaged. That was so stupid. What? Bit cramp, but looks solid. Not a fan of these types of fighting games. I'm not a fan of tag games. Understandable, honestly. I get it. I like single player fighters a lot more. You guys want me to show you my actual favorite fighting game? You guys be interested in me showing you that? I'm a big fan of a game called Under Night. I don't know if I need to do that. I literally won the first round. What are you talking about? I need to get good. Get out of here. Your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh series? I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh. If the space was more 3D like Soul Calibur than I'm in. Oh, that's what you meant by these types of games. You like 3D fighters. Okay, I like 3D fighters, but there's not a lot of really good ones. Soul Calibur is fun, but I feel like Soul Calibur... I don't know. I've yet to dive fully into it, but I guess off of like my initial impressions, it doesn't feel as mechanically crazy as other fighting games or has like the pacing I like. I like 2D fighters a lot. I'm a big fan of 2D fighters. Nah, I never got into the anime either. What the? I lost. That was such a goofy interaction, dude. All right, you have a good night to Snake. There we go. I know. I kind of robbed them a victory there. I won the set, chat. I won the set. I have played the Ultimate Ninja Storm games or style. This is gonna suck to say, because I know for a lot of people who don't play fighting games, I don't know. I'm not. Arena fighters are not. They're not the same. I'm just playing. They're not the same. Storm is fun though. They are definitely not the same. I guess for me, I'm into fighting games for like more so the competitive nature of them. I love the competition a lot. For fighting games, I love ranked. I love all that stuff, and like arena fighters have ranked modes and things like that, and they're even more popular, right? Than a lot of like the kind of middle tier fighting games, but they're just not as polished. They're nowhere near as polished. They're a lot of the time they're kind of just thrown out there. Not as interesting mechanically, but Storm visually usually they look pretty good. All right, I'm gonna show you guys one more game. I'm gonna kill the stream doing this, but it's okay. I'm gonna show you guys my other favorite fighting game. But this is absolutely my favorite fighting game. You saw it on the list. Love this game. A game called Under Night. Big fan of Under Night. Let's move it like over here. I'm actually mute this so you guys can hear the music. How do I do this? Well, I'll do this while I'm searching for a match. Now, this is an example of a fighting game that's honestly not that popular. I don't even know if I want to find a match. I might not. Not super popular, very niche. Averages like it's a good day if this game averages more than 200 players, which pretty low on like the totem pole for fighting games, right? But very active, very nice hardcore community. Love this game a lot. I love this game to bits and pieces. You peer into the universe where Missing Link came out, looked neat. And what the? Gordo. Like I said, I'm not good at all these games. We're trying. I did not get to do the beta test for Missing Link, unfortunately. That was a rare Kingdom Hearts game I genuinely don't think I'll ever get to play. Am I dead? Oh no. Oh no. Yep. I got baited into Veloff too. I definitely would be making theories about Missing Link stories, so that definitely sucks. Check out Tearaway though. What? There we go, we got a round. Nice. Think we can win the set. Is that even worth spending meter on? The interaction was crazy. Yo. I tried to 6-6B. Whatever. I want to start streaming more tonight, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know how I want to do it. Okay. He started pressing. Got it. Okay. It's probably shielded there because they're going for a grab before. I can't press after 2-2 or yeah, he's 2-2-8, man. Okay, shoot it again. I might be dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. I'm so bad at fighting Gordo. I don't know what it is. Like, this character is so scary to me for whatever reason. Player match. Sure. Watching someone react to Modi remembers cutscenes, and it dawned on me how they just call Quadrama Fantasy World. Yeah, that stuff's kind of crazy. What the? Oh, I'm so bad blocking these overheads. Oh yes, of course. I played both versions of Melty Blood Silvasora. Back. I competed in Melty Blood for a small time period. Fair enough. What? The mash. I'm trash. The game crashed badly on the way back to the car with GPS mode going. I was trying to spin a few stops and it froze. I couldn't make it respond. It wouldn't even open. I wasn't able to play it again. What the heck? There was a lot to the combat. GPS mode seemed like it'd be fun. What? I'm kind of excited for Crimson Desert. Aside from that, I'm very excited for the Avatar fighting game. Bro, I've been playing Uni since 2018. What do you mean? You know, to be fair, KH channel, so I can't expect anyone to know any other game I play unless I specifically announce it. But I play a lot on internet. No, Nightblow, we actually have a second FGC channel that we just launched like last. Oh, when was it? Like December? Yeah. Does this game look cool to you guys, though? Are you guys able to tell what's going on? You know what? Genuinely, give me... Because you guys are, like, new fans. You guys have probably not seen this game much. This game is made by the same people, by the way, Silvasora. It's made by French Bread. So, French Bread, same developers that made Melty Blood, made Under Night. But, you guys are spectators for this game, and this is, like, good info for, like... me and the FGC kind of like trying to make content and also trying to understand how to make some of these smaller fighting games look more interesting. What's your guys' like visual impressions of this game looking at it? the game on my screen. Oh, okay. I didn't know if my Veloz would work there. I tried to jump back. Tragic. Bro, what? I suck. Dude, every Mika player says this matchup sucks for Gordo. I guess when you know the Gordo matchup, you might just be a noob killer matchup, but like genuinely, I like don't know. I'm so scared of this guy. I need to not play with fear. You listen to my coach. Yep. Well, look at that, bro. No fear from that guy. Bro's like, now I'm just wake up DP. What the heck? I have a chain shift? Like, what do you think's about to happen? Yes, a cage fighting game would be one of my favorite things of all time. Alright, shouldn't be trying to win the round start. What the heck is happening? Boruto's time skipping story low-key good. I have not gotten into Boruto since it came out, basically. Fair enough. Don't got the reaction to command grab. I'm actually getting immersed, like, playing this. I got out-poked at that range. That's crazy. Alright, bro. What? I threw because I didn't tech. What? There's no way. I'm so upset, dude. Okay. dead. Okay, so he like delays shields. Good mash. I should have just... Alright. I don't think he kills here, though. Yeah. Dude, I tried to 3B there, and it didn't, like... It, like, didn't come out. That was so weird. You guys probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about saying 3B, but... Okay, so I'm gonna just do the 50-50 every time on him then. What? I'm dead. That was not the input I meant to press. Sorry, chat, I'm bad. Ever play any 3D fighters? The only 3D fighter I kind of like is Tekken. I do want to get into Soul Calibur, and I definitely want to get into DOA this year. Dang it, I got air unblockable. This chick sounds like Kirby. Talk about Mika. That's the character I'm playing. Some of you guys might recognize Gordo from Blaze Blue. Fair enough. I just don't know when to press on this character. Like, it's so weird because he's one of the hardest characters to block to me. Like, I'm comfortable blocking some pretty freak characters that can loop block strings like crazy, but Gordo's like a character I just don't understand. It's because he's constantly resetting and spacing himself. I need to stop doing that, bro. Dude, my DP, where is it? I'm gonna have to play random. I'm gonna get tilted if I keep playing. I cannot believe I salvaged that combo. Holy. I cannot believe I salvaged that combo. I was not prepared for those hits. Okay. Literally got the hit. Oh, dude, my 5A didn't reach him. I'm dead. He has meter. Yeah. Resident Evil 9 should win Game of the Year, and the voice actor for Rare should get an award for amazing voice acting during that game. I have not played RE9 yet. Alright. I'll return to room. Well, 2 and 3. I took 2 games off of them. How do I do the thing? Oh. I do not know how to fight Gordo, man. Sucks. Well, hopefully you guys found that game fun to look at, though. Yo, I'm surprised we maintained viewers during that. Crazy. You're playing Expedition 33 for now? This month I'm going hard looking for employment stuff low-key. Hard nowadays. People who are thinking of quitting their job. Wait, what? Don't. You'll regret it later on. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, definitely don't quit your job unless you're straight up being, like, abused or, I don't know, like, you know, extreme circumstances. Don't quit your job unless you have, like, one secured, man. I have not played Expedition 33. Meester, neither of those games are out yet. Meester's voted for games that haven't come out yet. Is GTA 6 going to make the cut for the Game Awards? Yeah, try not to leave a job without having one lined up. Not, by the way, not like you called them, you got an interview, not interviews lined up. I mean, like, you got, you know, like a couple of weeks from now, you know when you're starting type stuff. That's when you should start looking. Wait, what the heck? Whoa. No, Nightbot. Rax only put a dot there. Thought it was a link. Sorry, Raxy. You should be able to type again, right? Hold on. Nightbot said, Nightbot really hit Roxy with a battle quote. That's insane. Yeah, Roxy's not banned or anything. Okay, I just had to make sure because I'm like, okay, that'd be a wrongful ban. Oops, my bad. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. It's just Nightbot, when you put like, you know, like when you put dots next to messages, sometimes it just I know it was a typo. I could tell it was a typo, but Nightbot can't tell. You know what I mean? So you're all good though. I'm debating whether or not I want to do a rando run chat. The boys big debating. This has been a good stream so far though. It's been a good night, good vibes. Yo, what's good, Astro? How are you doing? I kind of had fun playing Uni on stream. Okay, what was your guys' impressions of that game? Straight up, like the game I was playing. I know you guys were probably just chatting about just noise in the background for you guys, but from what you were looking at, what you were gathering, what's your spectator POV of that game? Like, I know you probably didn't understand what was going on, but what are your thoughts looking at it? I'm trying to figure out how to get people into Under Night because it's a game I'm really passionate about. It's in my top 5 for a reason. I love that game to bits and pieces. you done? Cool game, but it's a Discord fighter. All right, we gotta stop using Discord fighter as like a slur in 2026. We gotta look. Every fighter, almost every fighting game that isn't like the top 1% is a Discord fighter. Even though you just saw the people I just fought, that wasn't Discord. I found that dude on rank. That Under Night I think has graduated. It's a notch above Discord fighter. It's a notch above. Just a slight notch above. Alright, we're gonna do a rando. Want to run objectives again. I messed up my Duolingo streak, by the way. I was on a week and a half long streak of not missing a day, and then I missed a day. So, kind of chopped. Why is Discord Fire a slur? Alright, so, in the FGC, there's Street Fighter, there's Tekken, your active fighting games, Smash Bros. There's games where you can just go on ranked. There's games where you can just go on ranked and like you can find a match like decently fast, right? 2SKO, you could find a match decently fastish. Discord fighters are fighting games where the ranked lobbies, the casual lobbies are non-existent, and you probably have to find players through Discord servers, which isn't even that bad of a thing. Like, you're all on freaking Discord anyways. Like, who cares? Like, you're probably talking to your friends on Discord. You know what I mean? Like, you're already on Discord, bro. Just go into a Discord server at people. You'll find a match like just as fast as you would on ranked. Anyways, though, as someone who plays these anime fighting games, there's a lot of anime fighters that are seen as Discord fighters because, genuinely speaking, if you're not Street Fighter, Tekken, etc., like there's some, I say the active ranked games right now, I could probably name all of them for like you go online, you find a match. I'll name all of them right now. Tekken, Street Fighter, MK, Smash, Grand Blue, 2SKO, Guilty Gear Strive. I'd say those are the ones you'll 100% every time find someone. You also have games like Rivals of Aether, or Rivals 2, some platform fighters there. But for 2D fighters, a lot of the anime fighters are Discord fighters. They're like fighting games you're not going to find on ranked. You're not going to find a ranked match very fast. It was, people kind of used it to disregard fighting games back in the day, like heavily. People used to be like, I'm not playing your game. It's a Discord fighter. Well, maybe if you played the game, maybe it wouldn't be a Discord fighter. Now, Under Night, it definitely was during COVID, especially because rank was bad, rollback was bad. It didn't have rollback. Now with rollback, you can find. I mostly play Under Night through rank. Like I've been playing Under Night a lot since the Grid Break event that I was in a couple of months ago with other creators, Diaphone, Cbats, a lot of uni players that were in there, Fox of, Omni, etc. I've been like wanting to take the game more seriously since then, because that event really like opened my eyes to just how good this game was, like even more than I already like was into it, you know. But yeah, Discord Fires has been kind of it's been a slur in the FGC for a while. It's kind of a meme thing though, but it's also like, I don't know. By the way, I'm sorry to go off on a tangent knife, but there are some people who are super serious when they say that, or who like are kind of like they do mean it in a harmful way. Play the games you like. You know, I think the best thing any fighting game fan can do, play the games you like. That's something I want to try to push as I get into being a fighting game creator. Speaking of, if you want to subscribe to the fighting game channel, there you go. We don't have an Under Night video up there yet. We have a short of Under Night, but it's none crazy. What Prime Master? What did you just say? Oh, you mean like Rivals because of the mods? Does Rivals 2 have a modding scene like Rivals 1 did, or no? All right, chat. It's rando time. So I don't know how long this run's about to be. Oh, ooh, these checks aren't that bad. Why is Timeless Pete a check every single time? Like, why? For what? Why is he always a check? He's never not a check, which, like, bro, come on. Do something else. Stop being in my rando runs. Chill with that. I'm messing up. I'm messing up everything here, chat. There we go. There's the layout. Boom. Bop. I mean, you spin, but if I have to ask for matches, I'll pass. I mean, hey, fair enough. You might just not be about it like that. For people trying to learn, though, even in popular fighting games I play, like, I ask people for matches on Discord. Like, for me, it's like, there's so many people you're doing friendlies with anyways. There shouldn't be any harm in going into a community and asking for some games. Like, if you want to fight, it goes for any fighting game. You want to fight more serious players, you want to fight people who are trying to learn the game or as passionate about it as you are, like, you know, do that. Now, if that's not what you're into the game for, if you're into the game for a more casual reason, I get it, though. I do, because it is a thing that makes fighting games kind of hard to get into, because, like, not every fighting game you can do that with. So that's why a lot of people stick to Street Fighter, Tekken, what they know. They stick to what they know. I get it. I understand. All right. Well, let's start. 3, 2, 1. Boop. Do you post some of your drawings in the community tab? Sure. I need to make a note to check that community tab more. Most of you guys just use it to share fan art, which I love, honestly. Did I put the C in the tracker? I think I did. What the? Come on. Okay.
Okay.
So, Chad, is this an after-hour stream now? Is that what this has turned into? My kingdom is kind of strong.
Definitely hard.
Messed up the cutscene skip. Nah, I get you, Knife. I get you. I'm not trying to be too preachy. It's just I'm super passionate about, like, the anime fighters, because unfortunately I've chosen the hard route of, well, I play, like, most fighting games under the sun, like, a lot of them. I've been to a lot of locals myself. I've been to a lot of big tournaments also. It's like, I don't know. I just, fighting games being my favorite genre of games, not surprisingly, not Kingdom Hearts, not RPGs. Fighting games are my favorite game genre, at least right now. I don't know. I want to see it grow. Like, for me, I feel like fighting games should be, or shooters, and maybe not MOBAs, but they should be higher up in the esports ladder. And it kind of sucks, like, even what we've had to kind of do to get there, and how much semantics there are behind fighting games and competitive and this and that. It's like, bro, I just want people to support the games they like. It sucks because I've seen so many people, like, people love a game, right? Like, I've seen some people who there's so many people that hated DNF Duel, right? There's some people that thought DNF Duel wasn't that crazy, and there's some friends who I have who are like, "Yo, DNF Duels, I like this game. This game's really fun." There's people who really love Cross Tag, love Blaze Blue, right? But you know, the game had a bad update, so people dropped out. And you know, it's been like what 9-8 years since Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, so the game's not as active as it used to be. It's gonna take a while to find some ranked matches. It's like that for every old fighting game. But every old fighting game has a Discord server of people still playing it. And it's like, if you want the game, if you believe the game should still be thriving, should still be alive, then, bro, join that community that's, like, trying to keep it alive. You know what I'm saying? Make some content on it. Do what you want to do. Now, I'm not saying everyone needs to do that. That's not for everybody. But for the really passionate, heck yeah. Like, do that, bro. 'Cause I want to see more of that rather than, like, disregarding games. Because, there's so many games that people like more than the current Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear, or whatever, but they don't play it because it's like, man, I gotta go. I can't just find a match on ranked, bro. Just add people in the Discord. You know, it's not too hard. But I do get it though, because there's been days for sure for Under Night where, because I don't always want to go on ranked, and I only started playing ranked recently. I actually used to prefer fighting people on Discord for Under Night instead of playing ranked. Playing ranked has helped me learn some other matchups and kind of just get some quick matches in. No advice, no nothing, just giving it my all in a ranked match. And that's been fun, but I don't know, there's definitely been days where I've added the Discord and, like, you know, no one's available, people working their 9 to 5, so it's definitely not something I can just do anytime. Luckily, Under Night has ranked though, so Under Night does not have the Discord fighter problem fully. Because I'm actually surprised it doesn't, because I find people pretty consistently on Uni nowadays, especially Uni 2. It's rando hours though, so we're yapping. I love these streams. Heck yeah. A random topic, what sort of videos would you guys like to see more of from me? That do you feel like no one else is doing in the Kingdom Hearts community? Or at least no one else is scratching that that itch for you in the Cage fandom? Like, what sort of content would that be? Ooh, okay. Putting the drive converter on, magic on. That's gonna probably mess up my death abuses, but whatever. Actually, hey, I mean, look, if you guys actually came over to the fighting game channel and showed like a crap ton of love and support on it, I would, on the fighting game channel, I want to not only, I don't want to only platform fighting games I already like and enjoy and have fun with. I also want to, I want to just have it be a love letter to fighting games, period. So I want to cover it as much as I can. And one of the hardest things with the fighting game channel is trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, and I've kind of fallen into the rabbit hole of simmering on what to do, trying to figure out what to do, because I have this channel too, right, that I'm constantly thinking about. I have my love life, I have freaking, I don't know, I have so much IRL stuff, bro, that's on my mind, plus this channel, and then running a second channel, which luckily I have the help of, one of my best friends, Cavern, with that. But like, I've kind of fallen into the rabbit hole of like thinking so much that I'm not doing, because a lot of inaction. But I just gotta do it, man. But I want to not only cover fighting games that I already like on the channel, I also want to platform fighting games that maybe just don't get as much love, that maybe I don't even play, or perhaps. To be honest, my magic stat is kind of cracked already because I wasn't even supposed to do that early on in the run, but or do like destroy that guy. I want to also play fighting if I don't play, is what I was trying to say. Bro, he got sucked in from across the room. What the heck? That's crazy. Oh, experiment on here. I don't see experiment. I see lock, shock, and barrel though. So that's second visit. Ooh. I actually might have to do simulated because simulated has simulated. I'm gonna get 2 checks out of simulated, 2 objectives. All right. So the second we get Trinity limit or limit form, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do simulated. Want to see me get into DOA? I want to get into that as well. I definitely do. Definitely something I'm interested in. I always wanted to get into DOA. Like, I like Dead or Alive from what I played of it. And I've always wanted to get into 3D fighters more. 3D fighters have just never been my immediate. It's funny, too, because growing up, my favorite fighting game, my favorite fighting games has completely flipped as I've gotten older. It's wild. When I was growing up, my go-to fighting games in this order was by the way, was Tekken, then Mortal Kombat, then Street Fighter. And then as we got into the PS3 era, because I played a lot of Tekken 5 growing up. Tekken 5 was a big game I played. I also played a lot of Street Fighter 2, Third Strike. So I loved Street Fighter growing up. I was obsessed with Ryu. One of my first ever games was Street Fighter 2, a matter of fact. But then you move to the PS3 era, and I get a lot more into Mortal Kombat. I was always into Mortal Kombat growing up, but I got significantly more into Mortal Kombat. So like Mortal Kombat kind of replaced Tekken for me. I didn't like Tekken 6. I thought Tekken 6 wasn't, I didn't like it. I didn't like Tekken 6. Now, I don't know if it was actually bad or anything. I just didn't like it. I thought it felt worse than Tekken 5, and as a kid, I'm saying this. It felt worse than Tekken 5, and it didn't have some of the characters I liked in Tekken 5 going to 6, right? Now, PS3 era, I get a lot more into MK. I get into MK9, and then PS4 era, I get into MKX, which both games I liked. I liked 9 a lot more than X, but looking back, X is a lot better than I thought it was because I do not care about what modern MK does. Like modern Mortal Kombat is like completely foreign to me. Like I don't know what they're doing. But so I fell out going into PS3, fell out of Tekken, completely fell out of Street Fighter. I was basically a NetherRealm guy. I only played NetherRealm fighting games. NetherRealm fighting games and Smash. I think that's all I was really doing. Then PS4 era comes around, and I'm playing a lot more 2D. I'm playing a lot of Street Fighter. I'm playing a lot of 2D fighting games, period. So a lot of that is going on, right? Oh, let's go back. There's nothing else here. Unless there's Abu. Is Abu here? What's that barrel? Is that Port Royal? I think it is. Is there any objectives in Beast Castle I should? I'm just getting items right now. Let me not think about it too hard. Okay. So I get into PS4, PS5 era. I just get a lot more into anime fighting games, and I get a lot more into Street Fighter. I like Street Fighter 5, not at launch, but I liked it when it became Champion Edition. Got into Arc Sys games, got into some more old school fighting games, and I'm at this point, like, I've completely fallen out of Tekken. Like, I didn't get into Tekken 7 until pretty late into its life cycle. I love Tekken 7 though, but I didn't get into it until like its last year or two. But nowadays, my tastes are pretty much the same. I think I definitively like anime fighters the most, or games that are kind of similar-ish to old Street Fighter. Maybe a little more wacky with like their anime hijinks. Obviously, I play a lot of Arena Fighters too. Arena Fighters, I definitely liked them as a kid, as like an anime fan, but they're not the same as like these other fighting games to me. They're just not. I wish they were, but they're not. And them not being the same isn't the issue. It's more so when I say they're not the same, it's more so the quality. The quality and attention to detail I don't like. Like there's not a lot of attention to detail in those anime arena fighters to me. A lot of the time you could tell they're releasing something just to release it. Have I played Xenoverse 2? Oh, of course. I probably put hundreds of hours into Xenoverse 2. Only arena fighter you liked was Kill la Kill. Ah, you and Avatar Yaya would get along. Avatar Yaya loves that game. I've been into many arguments with Yaya about that game. I think Kill la Kill. You know, I actually got a review copy for that game when it came out. Kill la Kill, I think is it's a very good arena fighter. But the only thing I don't like about it is its RPS. Its RPS mechanic was kind of weird, and I didn't like the content of the game. But I realized looking back at it, I was probably expecting a little too much out of an anime that realistically does not have that many episodes. So I was critiquing it off of content and stuff like that, but content and the RPS mechanic I was not a fan of. It did have a pretty small roster at launch, though. My perspective was that if you're going to do... My perspective at the time was if you're going to do, like... Oh my gosh, bro, whatever. That just irritated me. Do I even... Whatever. If you're going to do, like, these smaller anime games, you gotta, like, go all out. Like, do all the side characters, bro. Don't just do main characters. Like... I don't know. That'd be so weird. Like, imagine getting an Attack on Titan, like, game, and you're only playing as, like, Eren and, like, Mikasa and Levi, and no one else. That's kind of lame. And the reason it's lame is because, like, if we're going to do smaller animes, not that Attack on Titan is a smaller anime, but it's relative, like, episode length-wise. If we're going to do animes, if we're going to do fighting games out of animes that don't have a lot of episodes, just put a bunch of characters in it. Put all the side characters. Put the whole universe in the game. Because it's not like you're probably not going to make another one. So let's do that. But that game is really good. What is my favorite arena fighter? I don't know if I have one. This is so slow. This is so slow. Oh my god, they suck. 40? Space Paranoids is a 40? That's crazy. I've not seen a number that high on Space Paranoids. I bet you that world either has... It has 2 9s in it. It has to have 2 9s in it. Jeez, bruh. Alright, Space Paranoids, we are going to you. I love Dragon Ball Fighters. I haven't played the Attack on Titan games. I just don't. I'm just saying. Ideally, if the gameplay is good, though, that's what a lot of people care about. I want a legit One Piece fighting game, dog. I know we got Burning Blood, but I want, like, dude, do a Fighters for One Piece. How's that not happened yet? Do like or JoJo. JoJo All-Star Battle R is not bad. I think that's a higher quality anime game. I think it's good. I think it could be better, but that's a good game, I think. I do have an experience boost, but I don't have second chance. I do have once more, though. Bro. Dude, our best chance at that is a team made by, or a game made by Team Arcana, which I don't even think is working with Square Enix anymore, from my understanding. Square Enix has a licensed fighting game called Million Arthur. Game sucks, but there is a licensed fighting game for that. Who is Team Arcana? If you've made, or if you've heard of, if you played BlazBlue, or you played BlazBlue, or you know about other anime fighting games, you know Arcana Heart, the pink hair girl that was added into BlazBlue. She's from that game. She's from a game called Arcana Heart. It's one of the earlier anime fighting games. And again, Jump Force. Jump Force sucks, and I will stand on that forever. Jump Force is awful. That is one of the worst. As a fan of like so many of those animes, that might be one of the worst representations of those games ever. Is Jump Force even still on? Like, are you still able to get Jump Force? That game was cool. Nah, look, I'm sorry, chat. I'm gonna have to disagree. It's okay though. I hated Jump Force, man. That game was ugly. Oh my gosh, that game sucked, bro. Can we get a Shonen Jump Arxis game? That would be the most peak collab Shonen Jump Arxis game. I mean, they're gonna delete it after a couple of years, but bro, those couple of years will go crazy.
It's over. Yeah.
Please, Goofy, don't heal me. Don't heal me. Don't heal me. It's Goofy. Goofy, stop balling. Thank you. I haven't played Neo yet. My friends have been wanting me to play it. I have Neo. I've had it for years. I've just never played it. I've been playing Stellar Blade though. I need to get back on it. I haven't played it in like a week or two. I've been grinding so much with these after-hour streams. I can't boy through Neo 3 this past week. Man, Neo 3 looks fun. The game I really want to play. I want to play Ninja Gaiden 4. Ninja Gaiden 4 looks so good. Daystar Versus. That game's okay. That game could use another playthrough for me though. I'm not gonna pretend I know everything about that game. It looks better than Jump Force. Like artistically, it looks a lot better than Jump Force. I actually like Sparking Zero aside from the content of it. Sparking Zero is not a bad game at all. I think it's nowhere near as good as the Tenkaichi games though, but
It's over. Take this. Yeah.
don't skip the ads. You can skip them, it's okay. What's our routing here? So we have Roxas, which that's probably gonna be the first one we do. We have Saya. Wait, we have 3 in the world that never was. Wait, that's kind of. What the? And barrels, and I'm assuming the barrels are Port Royal. What's that skull icon? I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, 3 world never was checks is pretty kind of beautiful. That means we only have to do a couple of things. Right now I'm just looking for items. Sparking Zero versus Kakarot. Probably Kakarot, but they're both different. I might go with Kakarot. What do you think, though? Go to Pirates right now. I don't have Reflect.
Yeah. This is it. Where are you? Yeah, it's over. Yeah. Gather. This is it. Yeah. Gather.
Oh my gosh.
This is it. It's over.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Give me strength.
Yo, chat, that was crazy. What the heck?
Give me strength.
What about Xbox making a new console or something for PCs or PC-based console?
It's over.
Are these both checks?
Gather. Take this.
No way! Oh, okay. Two things right off the bat. That's crazy. Man, honestly, I could just do. Okay, I can just do Olympus. Yeah, let's run through Olympus, and then run through World Never Was, and we're done with the run.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to have the talk with you guys about fighting games, though. I should probably force that more, because that was... I don't know, it was kind of nice. And it's kind of like... gets me in the headspace and mindset for making videos for that channel.
That's it. That's
Back
it.
off.
What the heck?
That's it.
Gather.
Feel the heat. Feel the heat. Feel the heat.
Take this.
I literally have, like, everything.
Yeah.
Feel the heat. Is that all you got?
Let's go. Light.
Feel the heat.
Let's go. It's over.
Feel the heat. That's it.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Ha. Yeah.
I've gotten nothing out of this world so far. It's really quick to do this entire world and do Timeless River. I actually don't know. Or is it quicker to do this entire world or do Struggle Tournament?
Yeah. Ha.
I guess I get more checks in the process, right?
Light. Give me strength. It's over.
14 or one never was.
Ha.
W money pouch? For those that don't know what money pouch does in Rando, it gives us 5,000 money.
Yeah. Dance, water, dance.
No reflect kind of sucks right now though.
This is it.
As in, I'm not a fan of no reflect.
Yeah, back off.
Best subject in school. It was always English for me. I was always best in English, which is funny because I grew up with a speech impediment and a really bad stutter, which still comes out pretty often. But
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, back off. Yeah, back off. Oh, yeah, back off. Take this. Not bad, Roxas.
ooh, aero dodge max. That's pretty hype. Just full setting this whole world just for a Hydra. Kind of crazy.
Let's go. Light. Yeah.
This kid.
Okay. Take this. Ha. Take this. Yeah, yeah. Ha. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Rah. Ha, ha. Yeah. Ha. Let's go. Light. Ha. Take this. Let's go. Ha. It's over. Yeah. Ha.
Nice. Okay. Now we're going to Space Paranoids, then we're going to full send War Never Was. Okay, got fire. That's pretty good. definitely preferred here. I have good items. Okay, this is actually going to be a very scary game, I'm realizing.
Take this. Take this. Gather. Gather. Take this. Let's go.
Crap. Well,
Gather. Gather. This is it. Fire. Back off. It's over. Take this. This is it. Yeah. Take this. Gather. 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 It's over. Gather. Ha. Yeah. Back off. Take this. Gather. 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 Back off. Gather. Gather.
no. Okay, I was kind of scared there. There were some really good levels. I don't think I got anything super crazy off of them though, but it's alright. Okay, torn pages, cool. Alrighty, we are going to the world never was. Freaking insane stats, dude. Like, my stats are actually crazy. I have once more, so I probably could do Zigbar. Like this.
Take that. Ah! Yeah. Try. Run. Huh. Huh. Take that.
Stats are so crazy.
Huh. Take that. Ah! Huh. Yeah. Try. Huh. Run. Yeah.
Why'd I do that? I'm like thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna try fighting him normally. See how fast it is, cause
Take that. Freeze. Freeze. Light. Take that. Take this.
my gosh. Nah, we're just doing the quick run shot, bro. I'm good. I definitely could. I actually don't know how to do that fight. Why? I'm being dumb. I could just, I don't know. I could just do it normally. Like I'm so numb to the fight. It's like I'm over only remembering how to do cheese strats for it.
Yeah, take that.
Before there was cheese, there was a regular fight. Speaking of which, we're still gonna do the cheese though.
Yeah. Try. Yeah. Run. Give me strength. Light. Back off.
Alright, you have a good one, Earth Style. Worst game I've ever played? I don't know about the absolute worst, but DMC 2 is very much so up there. Devil May Cry 2 was pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me strength. Fire. Fire. Yeah. Ha. Fire. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Ha.
Wait. Alright, Donald does not have Flare Force. Nope. I do have Fire. I do have Final Form. Do I have Berserk Charge? I don't think so. I don't have Horizontal Slash. Berserk Charge, Berserk Charge. No. Okay. This might end up being hard because of that. There's probably gonna be like 2 moments in this fight where I'm gonna need to use final form. Alright. Let's rock.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us. Gotcha now! You clever little sneak.
Oh crap. Ah, dude, what? Whatever.
You really shouldn't have betrayed us. Gotcha now! You clever little sneak. Good backdrop!
Donald! Right! Yeah!
Roxas!
Yeah!
Heads up! Okay, now we're talking.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Take this! Take this! Look what I saved for ya! Let's see how you dance.
Oh, I might be screwed. I might be screwed. I might be screwed. I might be screwed. Donald! Oh, we have once more.
There! Yeah! Yeah!
Yep. Dude, I don't have a 7 drive. If I had a 9 drive gauge, this would be a lot. This would also be a lot easier. But I do not. That kind of sucks. I might have to. Does Goofy have a limit I can use? Ah, Donald doesn't even have a Comet, man. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. It's always Zigbar,
really
man.
shouldn't have
Every
betrayed
time.
us.
It's always Zigbar. The great gatekeeper of Rando.
Gotcha now!
What? I blocked too early? Zigbar really is the great
really
gatekeeper of
shouldn't have
Rando,
betrayed
man.
Gotcha now!
I did block too early. Okay. Fair enough.
You clever little sneak.
Yeah!
Reload. Reload. Reload.
Yeah! Let's go!
Why am I so bad? Like, why didn't I do that before? What's wrong with me? Chat. Every Organization 13 member based on personality story. Zigbar. Easily Zigbar. But if we're counting Xion, then Xion.
Let's go. Fire. Fire.
What the? Come on, man.
Give me strength. Fire. Fire.
Early round Mulan visit. Zigbar, Luxord, and Xion Trinity. Yeah. I don't know if Luxord's up there for me, but definitely Xion. If we're not counting like Days Trio characters, so if we're counting like non-Keyblade wielding org members, then
The first to run out of time is the loser.
I do like Luxord a lot.
A challenge, is it?
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Alright. I get it. I thought we could do a sub 1 hour run, but we're bad. We wouldn't be able to anyways.
The first to run out of time is the loser.
It'll take a little bit of time on Zigbar for sure. And Roxas, actually.
A challenge, is it? Hearts!
This is it. Yeah.
Hearts!
This is it. Yeah.
Hearts!
Are there 2 timers? One is... Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
One is with loads, one's without loads.
This is it. Take this. It's over.
Look closely.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Take this.
Look closely.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look who's on
Dude,
top of the
I
game.
always mess that up. My input timing is bad. Oh, so what's good, Mecha Shadow? I hope you're doing good. Welcome to the stream.
Fold.
I'm gonna end after this, though, for sure.
Sora. Do you know the rules?
Yeah.
What?
Don't squander your time.
Oh, chat. I didn't realize I messed it up.
Yeah.
Don't squander your time.
Freeze.
You play the game quite well.
Prodigy, yeah, that was definitely a fraud moment. I'm not even gonna lie, man. That was totally a fraud moment.
Do you feel it? The moon's power. Moon, shine down. Be gone! Be gone!
Back off.
I misjudged you.
Give me strength. Take this.
Wait, we have Peter. No, we don't have Peter Pan.
It's over. Take this. This is it.
Bruh, what the heck was that? That was crazy.
Do you feel it? The moon's power. Moon,
YouTube
shine down.
adds pause to stream. That'll be kind of wild. Oh my goodness. Why? Why am I dying? Okay. Sub 115 maybe?
Do
Possibly?
you feel it? The moon's
Holy dude,
power.
I've died a lot in this run.
Moon, shine down.
How long have I spent dying? Dude, my defense stats are terrible. Why? Why do I die in one hit? Why am I getting chopped up?
Do you feel it? The moon's power.
I'm getting roasted by my chat right now.
This is it.
I misjudged you.
Light. Yeah, it's over. This is it. It's over.
There we go.
Yeah, this is it.
Moon, shine down.
Take this.
I misjudged you.
Yeah, back off. Back off. Back off.
There we go.
If I had a heart.
Sergeant Sega, I hope you're good, because I don't know why someone would be doing that to you. I don't lie, bro. Zemnis about to be hard with no reflect. I guess for Zemnis, having once more is better. He didn't even finish his quote. What the heck?
Back off. Yeah, this is it. Give me strength. Take this. Back off. Back off.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't a fallacy.
Oh, wait, did I miscount? Oh, I think I miscounted. Wait, no, chat. I miscounted. I thought, I miscounted. I should have did simulated. I don't know why. I'm like reading the bottom three and I'm like, wait. We need 7, not 6. I'm an idiot. Alright, what's the quickest one out of all these? I guess it is simulated. Nope, at least we have a chance of getting reflect, I guess. Alright, this runs a little longer, chat. We could get through this in like 10 minutes, though. Watch this. This is the fastest Roxas world you'll ever see.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not very fast, but you get the point.
Neo, loser. Yeah. Don't leave me hanging now.
Yeah.
Give me strength.
Freaking suck at these cutscene skips. I don't have to do the entirety of this world, which is good. Ooh, second chance. Okay, that's really good to have. Sorry for you guys hearing my TikTok blasting. I was looking at TikTok notifications. There was always a jump scare opening up TikTok. This immediately puts you into the scroll.
That's more like it. Give me strength. Yeah. It's over.
Not bad, Roxas. My life is a chip in your pie.
Back off.
There's a good chance of that,
Back off.
but that's okay. After hour, when we get deep into the after hours, it can typically be slow. Oh my gosh.
It's over.
Alright. Objections completed number. Well, now it's 7 out of 7. So we're good. Now we can beat the run. Alright. GG's chat. Let's see how fast we can get through final fights. So make sure to equip that second chance we got. Anything else we need? I'll put dodge roll back on. Why not, right?
Let's go. Yeah. Gather. Give me strength. Gather. Gather. Gather.
Got like no magic this run, by the way. Like, what the heck? Yeah, I'm sure if I went deeper into Simulate, I would have gotten a lot of the magic, but
Okay. Yeah. Gather. 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 It's over. Ha! Take this. Ha! This is it. Yeah, back off. Yeah, back off. Rah! Ha! Rah! Ha! Back off. Hold it. It's over. Ha! Back off. Ha! Take this. This is it. Ha! Yeah. Ha!
Curse
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. Back off. Take this. Back off.
Chicken Little just like whistling for 90,000 eons, bro.
Take this. Yeah, take this. Yeah.
Hearts off.
What does the whistle do? The whistle was him just pulling everyone in, like a magnet. Oh my gosh. About to Riku?
It's over. Yeah, this is it.
Explosion's so broken.
Embrace nothing. Nothingness is eternal.
Sora! Yeah, this is it.
Oh no. Chat. I'm so annoyed. I saw that coming, dude. Oh, no way.
Take this.
I can't believe how do you die a once more and second chance?
This is it.
I'm so trash. Holy fraud. That's what I'm saying, dog.
Eternal.
Hey guys, I got 13 deaths. I got the funny number.
Back off. Back off. Heal.
Almost let it happen again. Oh, well, fair enough.
Nothing.
Oh. Bro, what? I've never died like that here before. That's never happened to me before. Okay, doing this fight without reflect kind of cringe.
Take this. Take this.
Hearts off.
You know Andy had to come back from me dying.
Nothingness is eternal.
I can't believe I died twice to this fight.
It's over. This is it.
Embrace.
There we go. Alright, chat, we're not dying this time.
Nothingness is eternal.
Nah, if I ain't trying to hear that. I didn't even know it was possible to die in this fight. That's crazy. Bro trying to cook me. I wonder what that build mechanic's going to be like in Cage 4. It's going to be so cool. I hope so.
Back off.
Another bottom of the command deck mechanic no one's going to use.
Anger and hate are supreme. We shall go together.
No reflect.
Is that all you got? I'll take him. Get me lose it all. Riku. Time's up. Sora. Give me strength. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Back off. Yeah. It's over.
Here!
Yeah.
Here!
Yeah.
Here!
Yeah.
Here! Arise!
take him.
There. Give me lose it all. Riku.
Time's up.
Why don't you
Take
vanish?
this.
Fire!
Gather. That's it. Out of my way.
Can you spare?
This is the worst final fight of all time.
Why don't you vanish?
I'll take him.
Don't lose it all.
I'm gonna mash this limit.
Riku.
Time's up.
Riku. Out of my way.
Is that all you got? I'll take him.
There. Don't lose it all. Riku.
Time's up.
Curses.
Alright, chat.
Key
We got the dome skip. We're chilling. We're vibing. We got the dome skip. I didn't have no reflect, so I had to spam. I literally had to.
We did it.
No reflect, so I had to spam session.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Alright. Well, was this a shorter stream? I was about to say sorry for the shorter stream. No, we were live for 4 hours. What the heck? Well, I think that's for the chill vibes tonight. It was fun. It was a fun time. Well, I'm going to head to bed.
Sora.
You guys take care. Have a good one.
can't. Don't
Well,
say
hold on.
another
I did the
word.
outro out of order.
It's not
Thank you guys
over.
for watching.
It's
My name is
just
Prodigy.
not.
Remember to be nice, be safe, and take care, everybody. Good night.
How can you say that?